Who, what, when, how, why, guys? Mega Man Likes Cheese here. Welcome to... I'm not sure what we're going to call it. The MegaCast for now, until we think of a better name.
Sad.
MegaCast.
I mean, we're active.
At least it's Active Evolve Cast, which sounds worse. And, of course, I'm Brandon, and with me, of course, as well, you know, the other person who's on Active Evolve.
My name's Connor.
He made Mythical Warriors already. It may be uploaded by the time that, you know, by the time this goes out. It's been going for about 8 hours. It's been not good.
I'm wondering how long this video will take to upload.
Fuck me, this is like ages. This is at like 2 nights worth. Our upload speed is like 1 meg.
Yeah.
It's awful. 1 megabyte.
So, what are we doing today?
So, what we're doing today, thank you for the segue, Connor.
No worries.
Thank you for that. Taking the hit on that one. We're going to do a anime of the decade list. Where, rather than doing, you know, top 10 of the year, going, oh, all my favourite anime from 2015. No, we're going to do one for each year. We've made lists of each one. On my list is what we've, not only what I've watched, but what we've both watched. And then Connor's got his own list where he has watched it, basically.
So the better list.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, to be fair, there's some... Yeah, okay, carry on.
And and hopefully you may agree with us or disagree, because you probably will disagree with most of our choices, because we've not watched most of the popular stuff, really.
Hentai list coming after.
We're not doing a hentai list for any time soon.
What?
I've only watched like 5.
Exactly.
I've watched after the animation, that's from 2006.
Okay, carrying on.
I've watched like 1 hentai from this decade. that was like 3 weeks ago.
Or the plot.
The plot. It was the plot. It was really interesting. You could like, it was like...
No, it wasn't.
It was from the teacher's point of view, and then stops. She sings for like 2 minutes for some reason, and then it shifts to her point of perspective in the same scene. That's really interesting. I like that. That's really cool. I'm amazed that hentai managed to impress me with its innovation.
So beginning with 2010.
Yeah, we're gonna go straight into 2010 on this list. We're gonna show pictures of every anime we're talking about. If it doesn't come up, it means we've not watched it, so we can't judge it.
Yes.
Known us for not watching, I don't know, your favourite anime, if you really liked Problem Children Are Coming From Another World or something. I don't fucking know what you watched. Katana Gatari.
I don't know what either of those are.
Katana Gatari was the one I was trying to watch before, from 2010, that one with the weird eyes.
Great description, they all.
They'll know what I'm talking about. I'll put a picture up.
Okay.
So from 2010, my list is Back to Test to Shokanju, Obamori Himari, Ladies vs. Butlers, Angel Beats, Kaicho wa Maid-sama, Quality, Kiss Sis, Working, Mayoi Neko Overrun, High School of the Dead, Seitake Yaku Indamo, Sekirei Pure Engagement, so Sekirei Season 2, Ora Imo, The World God Only Knows, Yosuga no Sora, which I'm convinced you have watched. I'm sure you've watched that.
Hold on.
Moto to Loveru, Squid Girl, and Fortune Arterial. That's all the ones I watched from 2010. Which, Kiss Sis is the first anime I ever watched.
Oh.
I had a great introduction to anime.
What the hell is this?
I'm not sure you should be looking at pictures of this during it. Connor's looking at some pictures if he doesn't quite remember, which I get. I mean, I watched loads of openings today just to kind of refresh my memory on some of that stuff. It's been like 8 years since I've seen some of it.
This is the one with that. Okay.
Muyo face.
Yeah, I've not watched this.
Okay. And what's your 2010 ones that I haven't mentioned?
So I have... The thing is, Brandon's put the Japanese names, which I know that he wants us
I
to
can't
read.
wait for you to pronounce them wrong. I want you to pronounce them wrong. It makes it better.
This is going to be awful.
You can read it right.
Yeah.
Ignore the top 2 because obviously they have a line through them.
Yeah. No. That's just how Japanese writing is. Ichiran.
Oshiro.
That's an O.
Oh, Ushido. I thought it was an O. I looked it wrong. I say you.
Do you want to read it? That particular one? I'll read the others.
Ichiban Ushiro no Daimu. So
I know which one
Demon
that is.
King Daimu.
That's how I know it. Amagami SS. Bakuman. And Toaru Majitsu no Index 2.
Second season.
So we're counting that.
Because, well, yeah, we're counting second seasons. Like, To Loveru was from 2008. But we're going to include all the other To Loveru seasons. Because
yes.
To Loveru is lit, bruv. And so, what we're going to cross off first? I mean, on my list, there's some fucking great candidates for shit. I'm looking straight at Yasuga no Sora, which was interesting in how it adapted all the endings, as in you banged every girl. So, but it's not going to get much, you know, nothing interesting about it other than he slept with his sister.
Why have I not watched this?
Why is that? Why does that pique your interest?
I was gonna say that before you said about the sister.
No, you can't. But you can't back down from this now.
It's
You've ruined this yourself. Also looking at MM, not particularly useful. Really, MM. Nothing about it screams, you know, unique.
He's a pretty good rapper though.
Eminem.
Eminem.
Terrible. Actually awful. Eminem the anime. Pink Head Girl's cool, but she kind of reminds me of the character from Working, who punches the main character a lot, and she's not as cute, so she gets crossed off the list. Get down, bitch.
This is quite cool because I'm gonna get to watch this over and actually see your editing and see the shows. There's obviously some of these I'm gonna sit here quite blankly like because I got no idea.
I said pink, it's purple. It's purple hair.
You're lying to me.
How could you do this?
You need to edit and just go, no, Brandon, you're an idiot.
It's purple.
You're not colourblind like me, so you got no.
Epic win. So, Fortune Material, I'm also going to cross off. You've watched this, haven't you? The other two haven't watched
Material.
Which Fortune Material is described... I'll describe it as the most generic drama I've ever watched.
It was quite generic.
It's a drama. At least it's a drama.
Yeah.
It's not just a Hayrim show with a vampire in it, because vampires are cool, I guess, because it's 2007.
This is going to be a recurring thing, but I don't remember it
Fortune
very
Material.
well.
Fortune Material?
Yeah. I remember the blonde girl, and she's the main girl. She's a vampire.
Yeah.
And you got the main character, who I can't remember what he looks like whatsoever.
Here's
an image.
He looks like generic Hayrim protagonist, a.k.a. brown hair, goes, yeah!
What the hell?
And shit like that. So we'll cross off Fortune Material. We can go on that one, yeah?
He's bad.
That's gone. I'm going to also discount Squid Girl, because Squid Girl is shit.
I know what Squid
Just
Girl
kidding.
looks like.
I like Squid Girl herself. All the other characters suck balls. They're all rubbish and boring.
You're,
Off the list.
with all of this descriptive wording, you're going to have some editing to do.
Shinryaku Ika Musume can fuck off.
What's that?
Squid Girl in Japanese.
Ah, right.
We'll keep To Love Ru at the moment. I think To Love Ru deserves a
The
mention.
first season.
It's not.
It's not?
It's second season.
Second
So
season.
it's when Momo and Lala, I think, are introduced.
Yeah.
Instead of just not Lala, Momo and Nana.
Okay.
Lala and Haruka are like the only ones in the first season.
Okay.
They add a lot more in the second.
See, I'm already leaning towards getting rid of this.
Why?
I don't like... I absolutely loved the first season of To Love Ru.
First season's really good.
The dramatic ending.
Dramatic.
Like, it made me go, oh, I want to watch the second season. And then I watched the second season and wanted to kill myself. They just ruined.
Just going to point out here that, first of all, I'm going to edit that and put it up in like a really famous quote bubble with you in like black and white saying, this is a really good anime, I can't wait to the second season.
Famous last words.
The ending was really interesting.
I did quite like the ending, like the... Like, can we give spoilers?
Yeah, there's a spoiler
The
warning.
like marriage thing. Obviously, I don't remember it exactly.
You probably like alien girls.
There was alien. Oh yeah, she's.
Yeah, Lala's an alien. Well, I like Lala the most.
Yeah, she's
Lala's best girl.
Best girl. They make out like in the first season, blue hair girl is best girl.
Lala and Haruka are the two best girls.
Yeah.
Although Yami's good. Yami's good. She's the blonde one with the black.
I know.
Living, yeah, Golden Darkness.
Yeah.
She's cool. Momo's weird. Fuck yourself.
I don't like
I can hear you.
The camera probably didn't hear me.
And speaking of To Love Ru, also Mayoi Neko Overrun is also going to go off the list. Generic, boring Hayrim. It's set in the same universe. I know that because I read the manga.
What?
And Lala shows up in it, I believe. Was it Lalo or Haruka? One of the two of them shows up in the manga, but yeah, generic, boring. Get off the list.
That's weird. I've not watched that.
Good. And also, I'd say the last one of just flat out dropping is Ladies versus Butlers.
Again, don't know.
Drills is annoying. The other lady's weird.
Does she have drills?
Her hair is like Drills.
Ah.
That's actually like her main defining trait.
Like
Is her hair looks like Drills.
Like pink-haired girl.
I've just
from
noticed you've had your
Smash Mouth.
Suguna Sora videos just on your screen the entire time.
I clicked video by mistake.
I could just see naked lady.
Right,
Right, okay, so
no, I'm joking.
that's I don't want to get demonetized straight away.
Probably will be.
So that's the shit on my one. Is there any on yours that you tear outright bad?
Nope.
No, you're all gonna say at least like a 5-6 out of 10.
At least, yes.
Because I think everything I just crossed off there I'd put as a 4 at best.
All of my ones from 2010, including the ones obviously that I've watched.
Yes.
That you also have. Which one's the Maid-sama? That's
That's
with Usui in it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Longer.
Even that one I quite liked above.
That was a very good show.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with all of
That's
mine.
good. Okay, so now I'm going to move into the category where we go, it's good, but doesn't quite deserve to be winning. So I always move from the bottom. I don't know why I always move from the bottom on the lists. So we already spoke about To Love-Ru. To Love-Ru's coming off.
Yeah.
To Love-Ru's not going to be in the conversation here.
I
I am going to leave The World God Only Knows on here. I think we can both agree that does deserve a
Is
mention.
that the first season?
Yes.
Yeah. 2010 was a good year.
Ore Emo,
I'd take that off here.
yes, and I think that's probably where it deserves to come off as well, Ore
Yeah.
Emo. And it's actually the better of the two seasons.
I've not watched all of it, at least I don't know. I can't remember. I think I might have watched all the first season, but not the second. But, yeah, obviously it was relatively unique, but it was boring.
It was one of my proper introductions to Yandere characters.
With
The blue head girl, yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of the first. I just left my drink over there. I want to take my drink, and it's completely over there. While he's doing that, well, don't take it over by you there. Thanks,
Bruh.
So, I'm also going to take off. I'd say Sekirei, Pure Engagement's going off as well. Decent. I think Sekirei is pretty decent. The first season's better. The second season is like a 5 out of 10. I like the combat. I like the universe it built. It's a little bit weird. It's a bit like Deers on Crack, as in slaves that are bound to their owner that die.
Sounds like a hentai.
This is fucking weird. You watch some fucking weird hentai.
What's
But
the one
I think that's going to go off. So, next up... I'm ignoring your weird comments. I'm ignoring it. Seitsuke Yakuin, I think Seitsuke Yakuin deserves to be here.
Which one's that?
That's the one that's like got the really short blonde girl.
Yes.
And it's loads of sex jokes all the time.
Yes.
I think that deserves to be at least in the conversation for the top area.
Okay.
On this point, I think that's an 8 and 9.
I have only watched 1 or 2 episodes because he's had him on in the background. But yeah, it's quite fun.
Hey, mister, turn left at the post office. Fuck you! You fucking bitch!
Thank you, little girl.
High School of Dead. Very personal place to me. I love High School of Dead. It's the 3rd anime I ever watched.
I wish it ended.
Yeah, the manga never ended correctly.
It felt like they put a lot of emphasis on making it very
Sexual.
etchy. Yeah.
It's obvious it's an ecchi show first
Yeah.
with zombies, and it's just that it's really cool to watch.
Yeah.
Although some of it is fucking hilarious. I love the boob scene. That's so good.
But the
Where it just goes between her breasts. It's so fucking stupid. I love it. I fucking love. Or when in one of the later, I think it's like episode 11, where the blonde brown haired girl, who's at school with him,
yeah.
she has a gun like stuck to her, and he uses her
Oh.
boobs as
That's
like.
in the same scene, isn't it?
I
It's
think
the
it
same
might
sniper.
be. Yeah, I think it's that bit where you see it like blast off, and it's like cushioning the shot each
Yeah,
time.
you see it
It's,
working.
it's so good. It's amazing. Oh my god.
Other than the ecchi, like if you ignored the ecchi, it kind of felt a lot like an expensive version of my Stickman animations. how they just wanted to make things cool, so they just chucked these scenes in that were like, whoa.
I mean, it was a real weird scene. There's that scene where the pink-haired girl pisses down his back.
Yeah.
That is fucking weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
The rest of it, probably because it didn't finish.
Yeah.
Just didn't feel like it went somewhere. It didn't feel like there was a story.
No. So, next one, we're going to go into Working. Working is also going to come off. I like Working a lot. You haven't watched Working, have you?
No.
You haven't watched Working. I like Working a lot. I like the bullying towards Tanashima. She's cute. I like when she gets bullied by everyone for being 5 foot.
Say no to bullying.
Except Tanashima, because she's not real. But, is it Tanashima? I'm pretty sure it's Tanashima. I think that's her name.
Tiny Tina.
But, once again, you know, it's a good show. It's not amazing. I'm going to leave that on here.
I think there's
I'm leaving Kiss Sis on the list. I don't care what you say. I'm leaving Kiss Sis for conversation.
I'd 100% get rid of it here.
How dare you say that about Kiss Sis? It's a quality ecchi show.
I've watched like 50% of it. I've not watched all of it, but it's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same, and the same
Fine.
thing is incest.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on a minute. You fucking said you're still gonna sorry. You can't judge me.
No, I was
Why haven't I watched
talking
this show? Why haven't I watched this show yet? They all heard that, and it's going to be in here and repeated again, so they can hear it again.
It's not what I meant.
I'm also just going to quickly go through these two at the top. Omoi Himari, cute characters. The story isn't that interesting, despite the fact that I like the premise. Nothing else about it. Best girl is the female demon slayer. I don't think anyone agrees with me on that at all. Back to Tess. I like the art style, and like the Bende dots is cool. But you know, gets boring. No, I think that afflicts the second season a lot more. Second season is genuinely boring.
Okay.
The first one is okay.
I thought you'd rate it higher than that. I didn't realise that you weren't.
I like the scenes I like the most in it are the bits where they're not competing.
Yeah. Where they're just sat in the classroom.
Yeah, and it's more just like a school life anime. I think it works better with the characters they have to do that. And some of the characters are so weird, like the guy who tries to keep seeing the redhead girl's panties every time.
He's a funny character.
Or Shoko with her taser.
Yeah.
Like I like those characters, but I think in the setting that they use, they don't utilize them very well.
I just didn't find it entertaining.
And Pinkhead Girl's boring, despite being the main girl. I think she's really boring.
I think the main thing that I look in anime in general is making sure it sticks to a story, and then the occasional joke is hilarious, as long as they keep their characters to that style. Lovely. So Back to the Test wasn't that fun to me because it didn't feel like the story.
Okay, that's good. I've slimmed mine down to 4. What about what yours on your list?
So my ones that I'm gonna rate sort of 5-ish are okay. I'm done. Next.
You're keeping all of those for
2010 was an excellent
top
year
tier.
for me.
Amagami and Demon King Diamu is a 9 or 10 out of 10.
Well, no.
That's what top tier is.
Okay. I'd say that Demon King Daimyo was like a 7-8-ish.
I haven't finished Demon King Diamu. I've watched 3 episodes of it.
It was old-fashioned, but I don't know if it's because it was one of the first animes that I watched, and now I've got that nostalgia factor to it, but I just enjoyed it. I have rewatched it as well, and I've enjoyed it rewatching it.
Who's your favourite girl in the series?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't really have. Probably the android.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
I actually really like Blue Eyed Girl. I really like Blue Eyed Girl. From what I saw, I liked her. I understand why she get really mad.
Is that because... Oh, okay.
What were you going to say?
Because she's naked for like 50% of the show.
Well, more 75 because I'm at the start, right?
True.
But there we go. You're going to cross it off, or
you put an X next to it because I'm different.
Nice. But everything else you're keeping for 9/10 out of 10.
No, I reckon Amagami SS is also going to be like a 7 or an 8 then.
Yeah, just I don't know anything about Amagami. I haven't watched it.
Yeah. To be fair, I reckon Bakuman's going to be like a 8.
You've just gone from like having all 4 to 1, and 2
To
comes
be
after
fair,
this.
Because it's not Railgun, it's the main... No, actually, because I think that's where he's fighting Accelerator. I'm going to keep that.
Keep that for now. Okay, so now we're in the conversation for the top picks. So what we currently have left are Angel Beats, Kaichou Maitsuma, Seikei Rakundamo, World Golden Nose, and Tuaru Season 2
Yes.
for 2010.
Yes.
Now, in terms of ones that I think I'm willing to let go in this position, I'm willing to let Seitsuke Yakundamo go here and say,
Good, because I don't know what it is.
9 out of 10, not going to go through. I like Seitsuke Yakundamo, but I actually think the show develops and gets better in the later season. I like it more as it goes on.
Yes.
I think because it spends a certain amount of time setting up the characters in the first season, it's not as funny.
Yes.
So I am willing to let that one go on this occasion. I might not be as willing.
I already think I know what's going to be the winner, and I'm going to argue it.
What do you think on Tuaru? Do you still think Tuaru can win this year?
No. I am more towards the 2 on your list. Tuaru, although great, and I loved the action scenes and the character, especially the main character. Didn't really like the priest girl, but I just
Like
liked
the
this.
face of the entire series.
Yeah, I didn't really like her, but the rest of it is amazing.
Right. I haven't watched any Tuaru.
Rotten luck. It is a catchphrase of the main character.
Right, okay.
I just liked his power. The fact that he just his voice actor and how he was scripted worked well with the character that he
Okay.
had.
That's fine. So you're going to cross that one off on yours, yeah? So we've got 3 left for this year.
Yeah.
Angel Beats, Maitsuma, and World Golden Nose.
Yeah.
Now of those 3, once again, I'm leaning towards Maitsuma getting crossed off.
I agree.
Really good though. Highly, highly recommended to. I would actually say towards to women. I'd say for female fans is actually more appealing.
Yeah.
Because I think it is a shoujo.
I don't remember massively what happens, but I know that there's funny scenes. I know that I remember.
Out of all the boy characters, other than Hideyoshi, because Hideyoshi is best boy. Oh, and Toitsuka from Yahari Ore is also best boy. Ushio is 3rd best boy of all time. Name me a better boy other than those 2. So Angel Beats, World Golden Nose.
I like both
This is really hard,
a
actually.
lot.
I didn't think it'd be this hard.
I know which one I'm leaning towards.
I'm leaning towards Angel Beats.
And this is where we disagree.
See,
This is the fun part.
right, so
I
they both have issues in my opinion.
activate. You need to put like a background thing, which
Yeah.
is Danganronpa, the sword. And we're arguing. We're like, no.
The thing is,
objection.
you're referencing Danganronpa, and yet you've never watched
Yeah, but I
Danganronpa, and you watched
I
me
watched
play
you play the
Danganronpa
game.
3
yeah.
halfway through
The
Danganronpa
game's
3.
amazing, man.
Angel Beats finishes too quickly. Does not develop its characters enough to finish correctly. The ending itself is good,
Yeah.
but the lead up from episode 12 start to when it finishes, I'm not happy with.
The thing is, I am a huge believer or huge believer. You're gonna enter a clip.
Baby.
I know.
That's 10 years old now, I think.
Hey, that's 10 years old.
Epic.
It was 2010. That's the new anime of 2010.
So you're
Justin
gonna say
Bieber
something
wins.
I'm guessing you're going to say about something about Angel Beats, right?
Yeah. I am a huge feeler for sad moments.
Sad moments.
I
A huge feeler for sad moments. That was an actual line you just said.
didn't know how to word it.
You really like dramas.
I just like.
Have you ever watched
Like
a
a happy-
Netorare hentai? Hentai, not hentai.
What?
So cheating, hentai.
No, don't know. I don't mean sad like that. I mean like
That's
sad
gonna make you
like
sad. You feel
death.
sad for the main character. Have you watched AECast before? I bet you have.
Yeah, but that's a totally different story.
Snorri.
Shut up! Nah.
So, World Golden Knows, the reason I'm thinking why it's not is that in that because the four there are, is it Ayumi? Is that her name?
I think
The
so.
first girl, the blonde girl, then it's Canon, best girl, and Shiori. I like two of those four.
I like three of those four.
I like the last two. I hate the blonde one a lot. She annoys me.
I dislike the blonde one, but no.
And I find the Ayumi one to be... The Ayumi one doesn't feel like she's a character in any way. She feels like she's entirely there to be the first one that demonstrates what the series is about. She doesn't have any character of her own.
I agree, but it's the same as Angel Beats. The start / middle does get a bit boring, but it starts that premise, and I gotta be honest. The main thing that I love about The World God Only Knows is the intro. It's one of the main shows that I listen to the intro because it's just. Wow.
But I'm actually going to say World God Only Knows. I actually think the Goddess arc's better. I think the third season's the best season of the three. I liked it the most. The overarching story of the entire season is more interesting than the first season.
Isn't that further in our lists? So
yes.
So we shouldn't talk about that.
Yeah, but I'm saying that as in the reason why I don't think it should win here is I think it has a better season later on.
Yeah, but
Angel Beats doesn't have a further season on.
Yeah, but you shouldn't discriminate against this season because it has another season.
And when it comes to rewatching these two, I still lean towards Angel Beats.
I would be going towards The World God Only Knows.
But are you only watching that because you watch all three?
No, I watch it because I loved the feel of it. It's one of those ones where you can get into it and be like, oh yeah.
When does Goddess?
But I think that's the kind of person I am as well. I quite like the thinking about things. That's why I quite like the Danganronpa game, because it's like I've got a tactic. I'm figuring this out. It's why I liked Ace Attorney. It's why I liked what's it called? The Inspector games that you play on DS. You know what they are. He's got the black hat, and he's got his kid friend.
Professor Layton.
That's the one.
Inspector
Layton.
Inspector Layton and Ben.
Is his name Ben?
Luke. Inspector Layton and Ben. Right, so I'm going to say Goddess Arc from 2013.
Okay.
And from a quick glance, I don't think there's anything there that I see, anyone from my end, that looks like it would actually lose other than Danganronpa.
Let's get there when we get there.
I will... You know what? I think we're going to finish this year off. I'm just going to let this one be conceded. I'm going to give it to World God Only Knows on this occasion.
I'm happy with that.
Anime of 2010, The World God Only Knows Season 1.
Don't get me wrong, both are great.
Both are extremely good. Kaijima Maid-sama, very good. Sifty Yakuinma, very good. Not very good. So, that's 2010.
Oh yeah.
2011, your list is tiny.
Yeah.
Your list is tiny. Mine's bigger on this one. So, 2011, we've got, on my end, Koi wa Zombie desu ka? Infinite Stratos. Oni-chan no Koto nanka zenzen suki ja nai da karane. I definitely have to put a picture up of that one. Hayoru Nyaru Ani, Steins Gate, Anohana, Dead Man Wonderland, Nichijou, this is where it gets fucking good here. World God Only Knows 2, it's not winning. It's not winning this year.
About the magic.
Denpo on a Decision Utsuko, I actually think it's the worst season of the three as well, season 2.
Yeah.
Hoshidori Kakutohashi, 8 Channel, 30 Sino Hokuteku, Mayochiki, Back to Test 2, let's put 2 there, Yuri Yuri, R15, Haganai, Persona 4, Working Season 2, C Cubed, and Mashiro Uru Symphony. I have a lot of weird stuff here.
So I think this one's going to go...
Oh, what's your 3?
I think this year's going to go a lot quicker. And the reason for that is because No,
you
that one.
crossing off the middle one.
Already don't like this one. So my list is Gosik.
Yeah.
Hidan no Arya.
Yeah, I know that is.
Mirai Nikki.
Mirai Nikki, right.
And I've already crossed off Hidan no Araya, if I'm saying that right.
Mirai Nikki's the only one that I've even seen anything from.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. Right, so in terms of shit, you've just crossed off Hidan no Arya, I'm guessing, is your shit pick.
Yeah, it was just guns, no story.
So basically anything South American. Not South American.
No, it was
South US.
It was futuristic, and they had these abilities. Like he had the ability to.
Listen here, brother. You be disemboweled on the Arya anime.
Oh no! Are you gonna put a cowboy hat on the main character?
I'm gonna put myself as Hulk Hogan.
Look, there she goes. Ah! Oh. Good luck with that edit.
I'm not editing that. I'm making you look like a fucking idiot. Just for doing that was embarrassing. I've got a lot of shit here.
Snare.
I've got a lot of shit.
Snare. Bass. Snare. You gotta edit those in.
No. So in terms of shit, I'm definitely taking out R15. Generic harem weirdly has a similar background to Danganronpa. It's weird actually coming back to R15 after so long of seeing it and going, wow, everyone in this school is like the best in their talent in the world. That sounds like a series I've played. That's a bit weird. If it was like Danganronpa, it would be a lot more interesting. Back to Test 2, boring, get off the list. We've already spoken about Back to Test. A Channel, extremely boring Moe Blob show. Just watch fucking K-On! It's better. Watch Yuri Yuri. It came out the same year. It's much better.
We should just call this the plunder, because we're like plundering everything.
Hoshizore Kakuruhashi, Bridge to Starry Skies, boring. The girls are cute because it's from a fucking hentai game. Let's see what else we got here. Hyaru Nyaruani, which is a series preluding to Nyaruko-san. It's part of that, and it was bad. That's all you're getting on that one.
Yeah.
Oni-chan no Kotonanka, I'm not saying the rest of that fucking title, was strange. It's not as as forceful with the incest as like a Kiss Sis or the other Oni-chan series that comes up later, but it was extremely boring. I don't know why I watched it in 2 days. It's been a very long time since I've seen it, but I remember being very bored and forcing myself to watch it. And I'd say that's about it for the shit. Infinite Stratos 2 is where Infinite Stratos kind of goes down.
Really? You're keeping that?
Yeah, I'm going to keep Infinite Stratos for now.
Alright.
Mostly just because Charlotte Denoir is best girl, and I love Charlotte.
I've not watched it, so.
And Cecilia.
Okay.
Right, so now we got the average kind of, middle of the road, nothing special. What's on your end?
This is where I'm out for both of them.
Gothic and Mirai Nikki.
Yeah.
Both average.
I did like Gothic, but it's like a 6 on the verge of 7. It's not
nothing special.
Brilliant. And then Mirai Nikki, I did like it at the time, but I've watched other stuff and I've liked them more.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a lot to cross off here. I think it's going to go down to about 3 shows. There's some stuff here we've both watched as well. Mashiro Iro Symphony, I thought was a very decent harem. I'm glad it ended like he picked a girl. That was the first show of its kind that I actually saw that happen. Very bizarre. I think C3 deserves to go down here.
C3 is a nostalgia thing for me.
I like C3.
It's one of the first ones I watched.
I think it's a really interesting show, but it's average.
Yeah.
Average show, nothing special about it. Working Season 2, worse than the first one. Not as good as the third season in my opinion, which is my favourite. Persona 4's anime. Obviously, Persona 4 is really good. The anime gets really good after episode 14-ish. When it drops the internalized shadow plot and moves into like the overarching plot. So rather than their personal conflicts, moves on to the kind of the overarching plot instead. That's when it gets better. Average 6 out of 10. The golden animation's worse. I'm gonna keep Haganai. I want to keep Haganai here. I like Haganai a lot. Book we're told actually gets Haganai.
Oh yeah.
With Yozora and Senna.
Yeah.
I want to keep it for the last one, but I will admit I don't think it's going to win.
I wasn't that fond of this.
I know what's going to win this year.
I already know what's going to win this year.
Yuri Yuri, I think it gets better later on for Yuri Yuri. I think it gets more entertaining later. You know, generic Moe Blob at the time anyway, and kind of develops his own thing later. Mayo Cheeky, generic Aram, Subaru's cute. You've used Subaru as your fucking profile picture on Discord for like 2 years.
Oh, right. Oh.
30 Side of Hoken Teiku, which is the couple who are 30 years old.
I actually quite like that.
Good show. I think that's more like a 7-8, which I don't think takes it into the next category.
Yeah.
It's a good show though. I actually was well impressed. I thought it was much better than I expected.
Yeah.
It's got a really shit name. Denpo Honor to Session Otoko. Interesting premise from Shaft. Not really well executed, I don't think. You know, I thought the synopsis of the show is more interesting than what you end up getting with this weird recluse who hides herself in her blanket and doesn't speak to anyone. Plus the weird Shaft way of editing anime is always strange, and I like watching it. Work on in those two, worse than the first one. It's basically worse than both seasons, right? So
yeah, but it's still part
it's the joining part, but I would say I'm going to drop it here. Okay. Not going to be the case for season 3, I'm guessing. And Dead Man Wonderland, very good up until like episode 8, then pretty decent, and then doesn't end. So out of anger, I'm going to take it off here. I loved Dead Man Wonderland. I loved what was there. It just didn't fucking finish like at all. It was awful. It actually broke my heart. Shiro's really cute for being like, considering that she's an albino, right? So she's like white all over. They managed to make her really cute for some reason. I don't know, and she's in a jumpsuit.
Whoa.
It's really weird. Like she looks ill, and yet she's the most appealing character of all of them.
Yeah.
It's really good. Infinite Stratos goes off. I'm not explaining it. It's Infinite Stratos. If you know what it is, look it up. You fuck off. Koi Zombie Deska is good. 7 or 8 out of 10. Pretty good show. Gonna go off though. You know, I will never rewatch the show. Ever. I will never rewatch it.
Did the armor girl ever talk? I can't remember.
I think she said a word in like the second season.
Okay. I remember that.
So we're now into the 9 and 10 out of 10s section. I've got 4 left. We've got Steins Gate, Anohana, Nichijou, and Haganai. Now the first one is Haganai, is gone. I love Haganai. I love Yozora a lot. But I actually like the second season more of the two. I actually watched the second season every week it came out. I was so excited for it. I do like all the characters in the show. I like just the way it's written. It's really good. It's a really well-made comedic show.
I'm just waiting to do a reference.
I know you're going to make some fucking stupid reference.
I think you probably know which reference I'm going to make.
I'm not going to help you here. Now, when it comes on to the last 3, we've got Steins Gate, Anohana, Nichijou. I actually would say Anohana comes 3rd.
Okay.
Nichijou, you know that is, right?
I know what Nichijou is.
I like Anohana. I like all 3 of these. This is hard for second place. Anyway, it's hard.
Yeah.
For second place, it's hard, but I actually think...
to be fair, I think I agree with you.
Anohana is really good. There are some moments that I find infuriating when it comes to some of the characters.
Just move it!
Well, I'm just thinking, like, you can prove that she's there.
Yeah.
From episode 1. You can get her to listen to you and go, do this in front of them. Holy shit, she's there!
Oh my god.
But no, they wait till, like, the last fucking episode
Yeah.
to do it. It's fucking weird. But it is, you know, it's a really good sad anime. Watch it. It's really good.
Watch it.
So we got Steins Gate Nichijou. I think we both have agreed what's coming first here, don't we? It's going to be Steins Gate's going to win. Steins Gate's going to win. I love Nichijou though. Nichijou is good. I'm glad it came second actually. I think if I looked at this list, I wouldn't have thought it was going to come second. And then I was like, oh, actually, it's beating all the competition. It's definitely better than all the comedic shows from the previous year.
Yeah. Just
in comedy purposes.
There's only one comedy show that I would rate above that.
If you say "Kill Me, Baby,"
no.
You're getting shot.
No, I've been swayed from "Kill Me, Baby" by Seiki K.
Seiki K is fucking good though. I can't wait to talk about that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nichijou comes second. Very good show though.
That's not going to be on the list. Oh yeah, of course it will.
It is much later. And Steins Gate wins. Steins Gate's really good. It's critically acclaimed for a reason.
Super mad scientist.
Not for that.
That's the right.
Very good story. I have not watched Steins Gate Zero.
Me neither.
Which is the sequel, which apparently is also very good. But just perfect.
I just like the story. I like the characters. I like the.
I'd go so far as it's my second favourite anime of all time, Steins Gate. Yeah. The only anime I rank above that is Clan Eyed After Story.
Whoa, you're going a bit ahead.
Yeah, but that's not on the list.
It's not on the list.
No.
Yeah.
That's from before this decade, I believe.
Okay.
But there we go. Steins Gate wins 2011. How wonderful.
You need to make like a title.
Right. 2012. Interesting here. Interesting. I've got some shit choices here. I can see Kill Me Baby. So it's already a bad year.
What do you mean? It's the greatest year.
We've got another High School DD, Nisa Monogatari, Anunatsu de Matsu. Oh, that's a good one. Kill Me Baby, Sankareya, Koi wa Zombie desu ka of the Dead, Hayoi Niruku-san, Mysterious Girlfriend X, Kokoro Connect, Dakara Boku wa Heichigai Dakenai, Kono Naka ni Hitori Imoto ga Iru, Yuri Yuri 2, Chunibyo, Pakuro Sakuraso, Batum, Neko Monogatari Kuro, To Love Through Darkness, Oni-chan Dakara Aisei Areba, Kankanai Yone, Tekkyu 1 is there, Tekkyu is here, and literally the Hikari Club comes in to round off 2012. What do you get in 2012? What did you search? Pego Sakuraso?
No, Zero no Tsukaima. F. I'm trying to figure out which season that is.
That's the last one.
It's the last one. I think it's the second season that was the best season.
That's the previous decade.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no more other than this one.
Okay. So I'm just trying to remember what happens in it. But yeah, the rest of the ones on my list I have again Amagami SS plus Kuroko no Basket.
I did not think that was that old. I thought it was like 2014.
It's and Sword Art Online.
So rubbish. So what rubbish you got here? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Where you go?
I'm gonna go Amagami SS plus. I was bored of the show by that point.
Is that all you got? I'm guessing that's all you're going to cross off at this point.
I'm going to keep the rest.
Keep the rest, yeah. 2012 for me, there are some fucking dog shows here. There are some dog ones. Literally the Hikari Club. The manga is amazing. The anime is dog. It is awful. I don't know what they were doing with it. It's what they did. They basically did the same kind of an adaptation they did with Ao Oni. Took a kind of horror IP. Pick up your pen. They took like a horror IP and made it comedic, and it ruins the plot of the show completely.
Yeah.
Because I really liked the manga to Hikari Club, and it was really disappointing the way that they handled it. Tekkyu Stan.
I almost feel left out. You've got so many shows that you've watched that I haven't.
I've watched a lot of anime.
Yeah. Is there any years where I have more than you?
I don't. Maybe 2018. 2018.
Yeah.
2019 as well.
Is it?
Yeah, because I've got one.
We'll get there.
Onichan Dakare, I say Areba Kankana Yone goes off as well. I like the silver haired girl. I have a thing for short haired girls. revealing that to all. Just saying, it influences my decisions on what anime I like as well. It influences them all.
I just like any girls. Come to me.
Don't say that.
Come to my house.
Don't come to him. Or come to our flat. Get it? Because I said a demonetizable statement there. Implied that they're going to masturbate to you. Don't do that. No. Thank you. This is an educational video.
I'm just gobsmacked with what you're saying. He's being weird.
To Love Through Darkness is good, but I'd say it's a 4 out of 10. It's gone by that point. To Love is kind of ruined by that point.
I agree.
Nekomonogatari, I got bored of the Monogatari series by that point. Although I do like some of the characters still at that point. I'm bored of Monogatari at this point. I think that's the last season I finished, actually. I'm still halfway through Monogatari season 2. I've not watched it. Kononaki ni Hitori Imoto Gairu.
Little sister.
Terrible plot. Terribly executed. I like the black-haired, assistant to the main character. I'm not sure what you describe the character as. I think they're an assassin. But they're the only character I liked in the entire show. So, yeah, get off the list. I remember watching that when it came out as well. I actually waited for that to come out. I was very disappointed. Dakara Boku wa Heichiki Dekine. The girl with the scythe. The red-haired girl with the scythe.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah,
I watched that.
It was bad.
I'd give it like a 5.
It's a 4.
I'd give it a 5.
I like, once again, interesting premise when it came out, but once again, just who cares?
It's been overruled.
It's terrible.
Okay.
Anime have come out since that are better, that do a similar premise.
You have to do the same with Hayore.
Yuka-san. The thing with Hayao Naruka-san is...
It's worse than that show.
I don't think it is.
I think it is.
It's more comedic.
I don't like it. I was so bored of it that I backed out. I wanted to stop watching it after episode 2, but I watched another one just to give it a chance.
I will cross it off, though. I will come to the consensus of crossing that one off.
Excellent.
Kill Me Baby's coming off here. I don't care what you say.
It's funnier than Hayao Naruko-san.
I wouldn't say that. It's a 4.
It's funny because it's unfunny. That's the thing. You have to have a certain comedy.
I laughed 4 times at the show. I just was going, huh, okay.
I just laughed at it for the meme of it because it's just a meme of a show.
Whenever something happened, when stuff was happening, the only character in the entire show I even remotely liked was the blonde-haired girl. The entire thing. And every time something weird happened, I'd go, huh. That was it. Nothing else happened. Interesting. And nothing matters either. Anything that happens doesn't matter. Yeah. Which, is pretty good if it's funny. But, okay, Nissan Monogatari. It's better than Nekomonogatari Kuro, I guess. The only Monogatari series I liked was Black Monogatari.
They came out in the same year?
Yes.
What?
This came out at the start and Nekomonogatari came out near the end.
That's mad.
Nekomonogatari is only 4 episodes.
Oh.
It's still a season. But yeah, I'm taking Nissan Monogatari off. I really like Black Monogatari. If Black Monogatari finished and never made a season, I would be completely happy with it. I would have been completely happy for them never to have made another Monogatari series. I was completely content with it. And they have so many, it just got more boring. It got so boring. Shinobu is cool though. I like Shinobu. Best girl in the series. I'm probably gonna leave it there. I know you're looking at some of those and going, why are they not being crossed off?
Okay.
But, so what are we going to do in terms of average? What terms of average shows we got here?
All of mine are average.
It's Kuroko and Sword Art Online.
Not the best season of Zero and Tsukabadu.
Tsukema.
Kuroko no Basket was brilliant, but I liked the last season a lot more.
Yeah.
And Sword Art Online, I know that it's one of the top shows and people love it, and I do love the premise, but there's another show which will come up next year.
You're talking about Log Horizon.
Yeah, which I liked a lot more than it.
Yeah. On mine, I love the series. Connor hates it and doesn't understand why I like it. And I'm amazed he let me put it through to the next round. There's Teku. Teku got through to the second round. I love Teku.
It's one of those that it's exactly the same premise as Kill Me Baby. It's for the meme of it, but for some reason you like that and you don't like Kill Me Baby. I don't understand.
Teku is fast paced and makes literally no sense. Kill Me Baby has connecting elements, but then doesn't go anywhere. Teku has no connecting elements, and literally nothing makes any sense. They tried to fucking make, like, they tried to plant seeds in a tennis court.
Okay.
That's a normal scene. That's just a scene.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, we're gonna plant seeds and make strawberries in a tennis court.
To me, that just seems boring. Well, it's gone now, so.
Also average. I'm also gonna put Batum.
I loved Batum.
Now, Batum, good premise, right?
I just wish it.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. You got a good premise. You got some decent characters. I like it. And it just kind of stopped.
Me, I'd be giving it like an 8 because it.
Well, that's why that's why it's getting cut off.
If it finished, I'd be giving it like.
I'd be giving a 7 or 8. That's what I'm giving it right now. I love the premise. I love the characters. I like everything it did. It just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Why'd they stop?
They ran out of money.
Oh,
I've read the
Yuri Yuri, season 2. Once again, I love Yuri Yuri. This one's better than the first season. I'll give it this one probably an 8. This is with the 2 music notes. You'll see it on the screen. It's season 2. Kokoro Connect is really difficult for me to rank. Just because I love certain elements of it. I love the black haired character with the kind of like almost bowl cut. There's the clip of her saying that she masturbated to the main character.
Oh,
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kokoro Connect.
Okay.
That's Kokoro Connect. I love the premise of it all.
I might watch that.
I just think it's too short. I think it's too short, Kokoro Connect. I think they ended it too soon. I think they could have taken it a little bit longer to kind of explore more concepts. They kind of didn't really explore kind of like the family issues that develop from the certain conditions they're developing by the god character. I can't remember his name. He's like the weird plant. It doesn't really go into detail how much it affects not just them but everyone else. It just solely affects this group, really. Like, it kind of just affects them. It never really feels like there's any additional effects throughout the show, which it kind of should have explored. Mysterious Girlfriend X, really good. I'd give it an 8, Mysterious Girlfriend. I love the main girl. She's amazing.
Like the first episode, so yeah.
Bit weird. I gagged quite a bit when I first watched this with the fucking spit scenes. I still can't get over how I gag so much in the spit scenes. I just I should not.
Tasty. That was what a cat.
I don't feel the best today anyway because I drank so much last night.
Yeah. Did you even drink that one?
I drank 2 large pitchers and a pint of Thatcher's Haze.
Okay.
In quick succession.
Okay. I just had 2 pitchers.
Cordy was Zombie Discarded Dead. Same reason as the previous season. Gone. Sankarea I'm keeping there.
Okay.
And that's with Damatsuru I'm keeping there. High School DD. I like DD's first season. I love the fucking characters and plot behind the series. And it's ruined. It's ruined by plot.
Loves the plot but hates the plot.
I really love the universe around High School DD. I really love it. It's amazing. and they incorporate all kinds of myths and legends.
I just don't like the main character,
Issei.
as well. Yeah, he's a bit of a twat.
He's a bit of a twat.
So I don't really like.
He's
him.
very overpowered as well. I'm keeping that one as well. So we've got 5 shows here. You got none on your end, have you?
No.
So we've got another Anonatsu Damatsu, Sankareya, Chunibyo, and Pet Guru Sakuraso.
So the first one that I would take off here is Sankareya.
Sankareya.
Because I would have took it out last round.
I think Sankareya's a 9.
I didn't really like Sankareya that much. It felt... It was a good show, but it felt very similar to other shows in how they've set scenes up.
I don't know, I really like
I do remember it.
just the way that the show... I like the show exploring the kind of like the frustration they're going through because, you know, she's dying at all times.
Yeah.
And they're doing everything they can to try and make her not die,
Yeah.
pretty much. But I will agree with you, this is where it comes off. Like, that is the worst of the 5.
Mm.
I then cross off Chunibyo.
Wait, what show is that?
And Damatsu.
Yeah.
I don't think you've watched it, have you?
No, I don't think I have.
So people watching it probably do know what that is. Right? They know what it is, they know why I put it here. It's kind of like, it's about this. I don't really want to spoil it, it's hard to not spoil it.
You just look at the art style.
And that's the matter. I was watching the opening earlier, I think. Oh, trying to watch the opening. There it is.
Oh, it's this one. Okay.
Yeah.
I planned to watch this, but I never did in the end. But I've read the synopsis.
But really good. I actually got to cross both it and Chunibyo off. I like Chunibyo a lot.
I liked Chunibyo a lot.
But once again, it doesn't really go anywhere. Like, it doesn't...
It does.
Until the last episode. If you watch episode 1 and 2, skip it all and watch episode 12, you've missed nothing. You've missed nothing in that point.
Yeah.
It's kind of just fluff and filler at that point. Just to, because it's comedic and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I like it. I like all that fluff, but it's just you didn't advance your characters in any way.
Yeah.
Really, from here to here, they're pretty similar from start to finish.
Okay.
But it is a fun show. I would definitely recommend watching Chunibyo. And Anonatsu Damatsu, I love the story behind it. I really like the look of the show. I like the show's look and all the characters and that. I really, really like them.
Mm.
I love Red-Haired Girl. She's awesome. She reminds me of Onagai Teacher, actually, which would come up in a previous decade, right? Onagai Teacher, she looks really similar. So now we've only got Pet Guru Sakuraso and another.
Me personally, I'd probably go Pet Girl.
Yes, I agree with this. Pet Guru Sakuraso wins here.
Yeah.
Another is good, though. It's a really good, surprisingly good horror anime, because there's not that many good ones.
See, I don't know if you agree with me, but this year compared to the two previous years isn't as
It's
good.
not as good. It's not as good. Pet Guru Sakuraso is a standout though. Pet Guru Sakuraso is really good. I fucking love it. I absolutely love Pet Guru Sakuraso.
It's got that right kind of story. That right.
Plan C.
Yeah. That. So, yeah, that's our...
But that was good though. Another is really good. Recommend both of them.
Unless you're a bit queasy? Is that the right word?
Yeah, maybe. And if you have a phobia of umbrellas,
Yeah.
don't watch it.
Yeah. I think that's probably one.
If you don't like pillars, don't watch it. If you don't like eye patches, don't watch it.
If you don't like glass panes, don't watch it.
Yes. We're gonna go for a short break, and we'll return. I'm gonna put a weird ad break thing here to transition between the two. We shall see you soon. Hello, welcome back.
Bonjour.
Hope you had a great break. Hope you enjoyed that ad break. Now let's break into the next year, 2013.
That was sad.
Fuck off. I have an interesting year here because this is bad. Like this is not like the previous year where it's like there's not too much. That's great. You got a couple things. You know, you got your Sankara. That's like okay. You know, you got an Ani Natsu Damatsu. You know, you got a couple good things. And you got Pegro Sakuraso. Here, I've got like 2. That I'm like come out as above a 6. So on my list, I've got Haganai next, Oreshura, Tamako Market, Minamike Tadaima, Da Capo 3, Boku no Moto wa Asaka-chan, Ishida to Asakura, Yahari Ore no Seishun Love Comedy wa Machigateru, Hentai Prince and Stony Cat, Ore Emo 2, Hayori Naruko-san W, so season 2, Yu Yu Shiki, Ayura, Danganronpa, High School DD New, World Only Knows Goddess Arc, Yamishibai, Tekkyu 2, Golden Time, Infinite Stratos 2, Nononbiori. Holy shit, that name. Right. Bear with me. Yusha ni narina kata ore wa shibu shibu shushoku wo ketsu wo shimashita. It's a very long name. BlazBlue, Ultra Memory, and Tekkyu 3 on the end. So Tekkyu 2 and 3 are in the same year.
So Tekkyu 3 is going out.
What's your 2013? You've got quite a big list actually there.
Is that Kotaro-san?
Yes.
Kotaro-san. Attack on Titan.
Ooh.
Devil is a part-timer. Tuaru.
That's just don't bother. Just 2 hour row. 2 hour
Railgun.
That's S.
Log.
So that's that second season.
I'll have to look. I think so. Log Horizon.
Yeah.
Kuroko no Basket and Nukom, which is the
Love comedy.
yeah. Wait, love comedy.
It's Nucom is like love comedy something. It's different to Yahari Ore. It's different.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So in terms of shit, in terms of fucking shit, you can just Google Tuaru while I talk about the shit pile because I've got a fucking shit.
Google
ton.
Assistant, piss off.
I've got a shit ton of bad. So now that we've done the Tekkyu joke, I can cross off Tekkyu where it deserves to be taken off.
Yeah.
Whilst I enjoy Tekkyu, no one else probably will enjoy Tekkyu. So Tekkyu 3, gone. It's not about tennis, even though it's supposedly meant to be about tennis. BlazBlue Ultra Memory, not a very good adaptation of the game. Get off the list. Yusha ni narinakata ore wa shibu shibu. Not saying the rest of the name because I said it wrong, I think, last time. And once again, generic, boring. For some reason, it's about the devil's daughter coming to work in like a warehouse store. It's really weird.
Sounds cool.
But yeah, not that entertaining. Surprisingly, not that entertaining considering the premise. Infinite Stratos 2, majorly disappointing compared to the first season. Nothing of note really. I like the Russian girl. The Russian representative. I actually liked her character, but nothing else really was that interesting. Tekkyu 2 also crossed off. It's Tekkyu. It's going off the list. Yamishibai. I like Yamishibai once again. It is good, but once again I recognise that actually I think Yamishibai 2 is better. And I'm just going to cross it off here. I'd give it a 5. Yamishibai. I like it, but the animation is bad.
It just seems like one of those shows that you put on in the background rather than actually watching.
The early Yamishibai seasons are a lot better than the later ones. The later ones are a lot worse, more boring. They're actually some of the ones on Yamishibai's earlier ones are genuinely quite scary. They actually are good, but there's also some shit. There's also some dog because it's Yamishibai and it's not consistent. I'm gonna skip over all those ones. Ayura, boring Moe Blob, fuck off. Yuri Yushiki, boring Moe Blob, fuck off. Both gone. Fuck those two. Hayori Naruko-san, W. Whilst I like it, Connor doesn't, so it'll come off the list.
I agree.
I actually probably give Naruko-san a 6.
You should put some.
Callum would probably give it higher than that. Ori Emo Season 2, I'm going to keep for the next bit, but I explain here, you know, I like it. I like certain characters in Ori Emo. The thing, I like certain characters. I like the blue head girl with the spiral glasses. I like Kuroneko, and I like Ayase, and that's it. I don't like the main character. I don't like Kirino, and I don't like the brown-haired girl with the glasses. I like either of those three. So when I like half the characters.
What's the name of the show? Aramanga.
With Sagiri.
Yeah, is better. Much better.
So actually, I'll just cross off here because that's not going to win, is it? Hentai Prince Stony Cat, generic harem. Every character looks like they're 10 as well. It's really confusing and strange.
There are some funny good scenes.
There are some good scenes, but it does not make up for the fact that the show is boring. And nothing happens.
We've watched a lot of boring shows.
Ishida Asakura, generic. I don't know why I can describe something as a generic, fast-paced comedy. Where it clearly takes inspiration from... Where it's similar in a vein to a Nichijou, or maybe later like a Pop Team Epic. That kind of show. But it's nowhere near as good. Nowhere near as good. Boku no Imoto wa Osaka-chan. Very short. It's entirely based around how Osaka people apparently speaks wrong. Kind of like when you speak to Bristolians and take them anywhere else and no one understands what they're saying. I'll give an example. Right me old mate, we'll go down the boozer.
Yummy bubbers.
Yummy bubbers. Right me old mate. Right me old mate.
Go down that slider.
Urki mine.
That's Gertlush, isn't it?
If people aren't from Bristol, they have no idea what we just said.
We should do a video.
Well, I'm not doing Bristolian slang video.
No, we should be slang words, but we have to figure out where they're from. That sounds like a good video.
Well, we try and confuse each other.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
that sounds more like a good video.
That sounds good. We should do that.
Back to the anime. Back to losers. Da Capo 3, worst season of Da Capo, which is surprising because I thought a couple of seasons of that show were fucking awful. And somehow, Da Capo 1, second season, Da Capo 2 and second season are all connected. Right? They're all kind of like a connected story from generation to generation. Da Capo 2 is a new generation of characters that are descendants of the previous generation.
They're like Danganronpa.
Sort of, but like they're like a full 20 years or more afterwards.
Okay.
Da Capo 3, other than one character, feels like there's no connection. You could have named it something else and it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It's completely separate. It's worse than everything else. Minami-ke Tadaima. Minami-ke got very boring by this point. I like the first season of Minami-ke, but it drags on for too long. They needed to end the series. And I'm going to end it there. Oh, that's my bad anime. I'm going to end it there. So what's your average? Have you done your bad?
I don't know if I did my...
Is there anything bad you have?
I wasn't that fond of Nukem. It had some good comedy though. Yeah, I'm going to say that... Should we just move straight on to...
We'll just go to the average stuff. Did you look up Tuaru?
Yes, I know which season it was.
Season 2.
It was season 2.
Hell yeah.
So it was one of the better.
Right.
Also, I can't remember if it showed both sides of the accelerator fight on either one, or if it just showed it on the railgun, or if it just showed it on the first one. So I'm grading it like average between whether it had that, because that's my favourite part.
Right.
My average ones are Kotaro-san.
Kotaro-san average.
Yeah, I liked it, but it wasn't insane.
Okay, so the thing with Kotaro-san, I've watched 9-10 episodes of this show.
Yeah.
And the first episode gives you whiplash when watching it.
What do you mean?
Because it's so sad and depressing.
Mm.
And then suddenly in the last moment it just transitions into happy comedy opening.
Yeah.
Because he's really interested in her boobs. And that's like, oh, it goes from sad moment suddenly, wow, I really like her, I wish I could see her boobs. What the fuck? Opening starts and then suddenly the series becomes a happy comedy. It's really fucking weird. It gave me whiplash. I was like, what the fuck just happened there? That was weird. I was expecting a depressing show.
I think it's going for that though. But along the same lines as that zombie one. but the opposite. You know which one I'm on about.
Kari Lovedoes Girl? Or
No.
Sankaraya?
No.
Or...
The high school girls.
Zombieland Saga?
No. You know which one I'm on about? Where it's like she's happy in her school, she's doing all her stuff, and then suddenly it just changes right at the end of the episodes to this is
Gakko
Zombieland.
Garashi.
That's the one.
That comes up later.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh.
But anything else average other than Koto-san?
I'm also going to put Nukem
Nukem.
there.
I haven't watched it. Nukem.
Yeah.
I don't really know what... I watched the OVA with you, actually.
It was funny. I liked some of the earlier episodes, but
Right.
later on it got boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what... So that all your average shows done?
That's the average.
So you're going to keep the rest of these to the next round?
No. Why am I thinking that? I'm thinking there's 4 grades. There's not.
So is there anything that's 8 or below now?
Yeah.
So anything other than like really, really good?
So Attack on Titan, 8.
8 out of 10.
Devil is a part-timer.
Sorry.
8.
Sorry. If that was what you thought was going to win.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I just didn't. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
I fucking love the game though. I fucking love the game. The game's control scheme is so good.
I think
I
it's
love it. Oh
another,
my god.
another one of the shows this like based on oh my god it's cool and people are flying about and oh my god there's gore and people are dying everywhere. But
And having sex with the bees and the eagles.
if you've seen that YouTube video, comment down below. Let us know.
Give us a like.
Do you reckon we've pandered to them enough?
Yes.
I don't think so. Hit the bell icon. Subscribe.
Shout out to Durf.
Shout out to Delph.
Fabian Delph. Shout out to Fabian Delph. So you just put Dell as a part-timer down as an average?
Yeah.
So what you're saying is an 8?
Yeah.
McRonald's.
Again, a really good show. Again, not as good as
Again, show
some
I
of the
haven't
best
watched.
ones. Yeah, well, that's what this list is.
I know.
It actually feels like I'm getting to get involved now because I've actually got some to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah, Devil is a part-timer. I really liked the story, the characters. I really liked. There wasn't really anyone in there that I disliked, other than I think his name is Lucifer.
Lucifer, what? The devil himself?
No, it might not be him.
Is it his butler?
Is it? Yes. It's his little. No. I can't remember his name exactly, to be honest, but it's the black-haired guy. He's just a bit of a dick. But the rest of the show I find good. There's a lot of comedy. I like the relationship.
McDonald's.
I like the relationship between the red-haired girl and the main character and how they have this back and forth. Next on the list.
We've got left is Tuaru, Log Horizon, and Kuroko no Basuke 2.
Yeah.
Are you keeping those in?
I think again I'm gonna put Kuroko no Basuke about 8.
Yeah.
Same.
Same reasons as the first I'm guessing.
And Railgun I'm gonna put.
Railgun, you're also going to put.
Yeah. Again, I really liked it, but
So you're keeping
Log Horizon.
Horizon there.
That's
Right,
it.
okay. So 2013, my average. In terms of average shows, I actually think there's a couple here that could pass over into a bit, but I mean, that's such a big list that's been knocked off anyway.
Kill them all!
So, Nonon Biori, very good kind of, it's almost Moe Blob. But, you know, it's interesting. I like Renge a lot. I think she's really entertaining with the recorder. But, yeah, I'll give it a 7. I'm really happy that it looks like they're making a 3rd season of it, finally.
I just like the memes. Darude Sandstorm.
High School DD New is when the show starts to get worse at this point, and it's basically like, just read the fucking light novel. It's way better. It's just way better in every way.
Yes.
Danganronpa's anime. Now, this is actually the thing that got me into Danganronpa, this anime adaptation. If you're interested in playing the games, don't watch this anime. There's no point. It butchers the investigation parts so much. It obviously tackles the main characters well enough in the story and that. Does not tackle the investigation aspect behind it when they're searching for clues and all that kind of stuff. It's the same problem that Ace Attorney's anime has, which we'll discuss later on as well. Where they kind of I don't think they know how to incorporate the investigation elements correctly.
Yeah.
And just kind of butcher it. It's good, but just play the game instead. It's way better. Tamaki Market, decent, you know. Kyoto Annie work. That sums it up. That's pretty good. Ore Shura, which no one seems to have watched before.
I've never.
I love it. That's the show with the pink head girl that I was watching before, the clips of, where she put "I love Takun" in her book like 50 million times.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's Ore Shura, and no one's fucking heard of it. I swear.
It looked quite good.
And I'd give it a 6 or 7. I liked it a lot, surprisingly. I was well surprised because I'd never heard of it, and I just randomly watched it, and it was good.
I might also get rid of Hagen.
But yeah, get rid of that, and Hagane Next also would go. It's better than the first season, I think. Yozora looks cuter in it because she's got short hair, and it just goes a bit more mental. To be honest, they just go a bit more mental with it. They kind of just embrace the fact that the show's stupid.
Is it the episodes where Sana is her name?
Sana. Yeah.
Says the line that is used on many comedy. Big Brother, I want you to put your that.
Yes, I think so.
In season 2.
It's where they introduced the older sister nun as well. The older sister nun who is my spirit animal. I love her. She's awesome.
Okay. Moving on.
So we've got the 4. We've got 4, haven't we?
Yes.
We've got Horizon there. So we got Yahari Ori no Station Love Comedy Wa Machigeru, which obviously is Hachiman and the pink haired girl.
Me, I'd already
earlier.
be giving that one up.
The
the
world gone is Goddess Arc, Golden Time and Log Horizon. Now I
Yeah.
disagree with you here. Now of the 4, just in my head thinking about it, Goddess Arc goes.
What?
Because we've already given the first season its go.
I'd give up Log Horizon before Goddess Arc.
No, I think, especially because we've already given the first season as well, I don't think we can give it to Goddess Arc. And definitely between those 4.
So are you saying the first season was better than Goddess Arc? Or
No, I'd say that the first season had less competition.
Okay.
Because Golden Time and Yahari Ore are better than anything else that was in 2010.
I didn't like Yahari Ore on the same level as I liked Golden Time. I liked Log Horizon better than I liked Yahari Ore.
Right.
I liked The Royal God Only Knows better than I liked Log Horizon, but I liked Golden Time better than I liked The Royal God Only Knows.
I think we have a conclusion here, in that Golden Time is my second favourite here.
Yeah.
It's your first. Therefore, Golden Time
Wins.
Yeah! 2013.
It's gotta be. Golden Time's...
Golden Time is a fantastic romance.
I rewatched it.
Genuinely amazing.
I've rewatched it recently as well, so I have a reinforced knowledge on the show.
I don't think as many people who've watched it as who have watched something like Toradora either. If you've watched like a Toradora and liked it, watch Golden Time.
I like this
it's
more.
Genuinely amazing.
Just because it's got slight more backstory, like it's got some interest thing behind it, rather than it literally just being romance.
Right. So next, 2014.
2014.
I'll go first again.
Okay.
Just to list them because I have a lot more than you. You've got quite a few in 2015 now, I can see.
Yeah.
2014, Chunibyo Ren, so Chunibyo Season 2. Defrag, Seigaku and Demo, Star. I know we already know what's going to win here, by the way. We're just listing into you so you can react stronger. Just so you know what's fucking competing with it. And we already know what's going to win over here. Tonari no Seki-kun, Narin, Seiki ni Moto wa Yosako Shoto Akishinda ga Oni-chan ga kita mangaka-san to assistant-san, Tokyo Ghoul, Barakamon, Himigoto, Persona 4 Golden, Yamishibai 2, Grisai no Kujitsu, Danaga Nani wa Itoruka Wakaranai Ken, and Dojo Shokan ni Hitsujikai.
Okay.
There's a lot of bad shit there. There's a lot of bad stuff.
So what we should do, just kill.
I'm just going to show each my categories because we both know what's going to win here, even though I disagree with it immensely.
I mean, you can't disagree with it because you haven't watched it.
Well, because in this fucking season, there's something here that's ridiculously good that should get at least a look in.
Well, let's talk about
Called
that.
Barakamon. It should definitely
What
get
the
Barakamon definitely deserves a mention.
What is that?
Setsuki Akinmo 2 deserves it, and Grisai no Kujitsu definitely deserves a mention. Grisai no Kujitsu definitely deserves a mention.
I agree. Grisai no Kujitsu.
So, shit. In shit, we got Doshaka no Hichichikai, boring, no one cares about shepherds. Yamishibai 2 is good once again, but I'm just going to clear it because I don't think Connor likes it.
Oof.
Persona 4 Golden, worse than Persona 4. Himigoto, Trap. Mangaka-san to Assistant-san, I fucking love. But once again, you haven't watched it.
No.
So it's gonna go.
It's gonna go.
Onochan ga Kita, fucking weird. Seiki ni Moto wa Yosako Shoto Akishinda ga. One of the worst things I've ever watched. One of the worst things I've ever watched in my life. The only thing I like about it was part of the opening, and I played it on OS. That's about it, really.
Sugar.
And that's it. That's on that end. And then do you have any bad ones on your end? Or do you want me to go through all mine and kind of show what's on mine first, and then we'll go over to yours because you know what's going to win?
What's Akatsuki Mugen? I can't remember.
We'll Google it while I'm doing mine.
Yeah.
In the average category, I'm going to go with Daniga Nani wo Iteruka Wakaranai Ken, which I did like more than expected. Girls in anime with the small pupil, like the girl, what's her name? The blonde girl from Dagashi Kashi as well. I think they're quite attractive, to be honest. In anime, I like the small pupil. It's really cool.
Okay.
Tokyo Ghoul goes in the average category because it's average.
I actually quite like the first season of Tokyo Ghoul.
This is the first season.
Yeah, I quite liked the first
It
season.
is getting crossed off anyway because we know what's going to win.
Mm.
Norin, interesting. Kudere, lead. Nothing too special about it, really. Tonari no Seki-kun is good. But I actually think Sakamoto Desuka takes a similar concept and does it better later on. Tonari no Seki-kun. I think they're actually very similar concepts as well.
Yeah.
In that Tonari no Seki-kun is just two characters, while Sakamoto Desuka is everyone reacting to the same character, and he's more grandiose and bizarre than Seki drawing a fucking manga.
Yeah.
Which you kind of need.
Tonari no
And
Seki-kun.
Chinibyo Ren. Chinibyo's first season's better.
Yeah.
So, and then finally I'm going to go into what I would say is the top picks on my end anyway, which is 4. There's 4 of them. A couple of these I don't think people would really understand, to be honest. I don't think they'd realise why I put them there. So, Grisai no Kujitsu. Personally, I would say is probably the winner here.
Mm.
Of both of ours, from what I've read. I'd go, yeah, I would want to pick Grisai no Kujitsu anyway. Just because, to be honest, I actually like the third season better, but I think it has more competition. I want it to win something. And I thought this was the year that had the least competition.
Mm.
But it's not going to win, so it's gone.
You can't be... Yeah, okay, we'll get to it.
So, Barakamon, I love the way he kind of explores the main character and like his relationship with this random orphan girl and his struggles with artist block. and trying to seclude himself after he's disgraced his name from where he's from. And I just love the way that they kind of try to overcome it, both in comedic sense and it's kind of sad in other aspects as well. But it's definitely something. It surprised me. It surprised me quite a lot with just how much I liked the show. I went into it expecting to go, it's a great show. That does happen. That actually is a real scene. She's awesome. The little girl is amazing. She makes the show even better just by being there. Don't show it on screen.
Why?
It's a surprise.
Why?
Watch Barakamon and you'll see what we mean.
I've never
This
seen
is
the
not
show.
sponsored by Barakamon. Seitsuke Yakundama is awesome. The sex jokes are funny. Sex jokes are funny. The second season's better than the first one because they go full swing from the start right to the end. It's great. I'm convinced the main character is going to end up being corrupted by everyone else. Because everyone else is weird. And Defrag.
Is that
which
the
I put
one
with the small blonde girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they have that scene where they're like slapping.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Best girl is the brown-haired girl with a massive tits.
Don't remember.
Yeah, you definitely would if you saw her. You definitely would. Very good. I definitely think it's one of the most underrated of the year. I don't think it's the most underrated. Because people don't talk about it in a sense of like, oh yeah, that's really up there.
I just didn't enjoy it that much myself.
So, I'm going to write down the winner here just so I know what it is later.
Okay.
Yeah, so you continue.
I'm glad you got it right.
I knew what it fucking was going to be. We discussed this already.
So, to me, everything on my list...
They're not going to fucking believe it, by the way, when we say what the fucking winner is.
Everything on my list, and this is just from my personal experience of how it's affected my life, how I've been brought back to shows and had to rewatch them just because of how good they were, like how they affected me. In my opinion, there's only one show on my list here that was below
top tier.
below your top one.
Grisano Kujitsu.
Yeah.
Is that Nisekoi?
Yes. And people are probably not going to like me for that.
I knew it was. As soon as you said that, I was like, I bet he said it's Nisekoi. Yeah. I bet he said it was.
I just didn't like it that much. Right. I'm a big fan of sports anime. I've tried like Area no Kishi. That was quite good, but I haven't really finished it. But there were some shows that did pull me in. There's one popular one that people do love.
Here it comes. Please say your winner last, just to shock everyone.
Yeah, I'll leave the good
skip
one
over
for
to the
last.
last, because everyone will go, "What's the serious fuck is this? What the fuck is this?"
I reckon people will know what it is.
No one's watched it. No one's fucking heard of it.
Then you'll have to watch it.
Until you fucking watched it, I'd never even fucking heard of this thing before. I still haven't watched it.
And I am up to date with it. But yeah, we'll get to that. Haikyuu is the one I was talking about there. I'm even watching the season of it now. Very gripping. Characters great.
There must be like 5 years now. It's like 5 seasons, right? There's like 5 seasons of it.
Well, we're on the 4th season now.
There's a fifth one coming out soon, I think, this year.
This is the 4th season.
Yeah, I think there's one coming out this year. Another one. That's being split into 2.
Oh, right.
I'm sure there's one that's being split into 2. Unless I'm thinking of a different sports anime.
Well, there is one that is... It's not a season, but it's literally just like one episode, which is... Or it's a couple episodes, actually, it might be. But it's not counted as a season, which is just their game against Shira Torizawa. I think that's the name of it anyway, the big team. So yeah, love Haikyuu. Next on my list, Akame ga Kill.
People are actually going to be like really offended by this one. I don't know with this one. I don't know because I haven't seen it. But from what my general understanding of people's reception towards Akame ga Kill is,
yeah,
I think they'll be a bit offended that you say it's above everything that I've listed, that every single thing I listed is below this.
Well, you can be offended, but this is my
Oh
opinion.
my fucking god!
My
I can't
opinion's
wait.
different from yours.
I can't wait to see the reaction to this year.
I just loved the fighting. I liked the character. I liked the pacing of the show. Yeah, there were some scenes, and also there were some deaths that were questionable. But
Okay, that got a bit weird.
But yeah, it's just one of those shows I loved. Next on my list is difficult to read. Is Gekkan Shoujo?
Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun.
Yeah, is that the one with the
artist and the ginger head girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love that show. I thought that was more modern in 2014, to be honest, because it felt like it was quite new.
I've watched 3 episodes of this one, so I can at least mention some of it.
Yeah.
And now I disagree
Why?
with Connor here, and that I think this show was extremely average from what I saw, and now I got extremely bored as well.
To me, it felt like it
I'd give it a 7 from what I saw anyway.
To me, it played the same as any other show. It was quite an average storyline and everything, but it just to me felt like it pulled me in, and I loved it.
I will say though, it does have a good dub. I hate dubs.
I think I watched the sub.
The dub on it is genuine.
No, I watched the dub.
The dub is decent on it.
Yeah, I watched the dub.
Which is weird, because
Yeah.
dubs aren't usually that good in my opinion.
So yeah, there's that one.
I much prefer subs.
We talked about a minute ago, Akatsuki no Yuna. I just searched up. That was a great show as well.
I didn't even know this one.
The basic story is the main character is a princess. There's some treachery, and someone becomes the ruler that she can't get on with, so she gets kicked out, and she then joins this band of groups of people, and I just really liked every single character. It didn't really feel like they wasted time with the show, like they actually did something each section. And again, it's just one that I liked. I don't really have a massive amount of premise behind a lot of things that I like, but I do. Log Horizon 2 is, or second series, same reason. Log Horizon 1, just love the show. And then we come on to the 2 biggies.
The 2 here, which I've watched 3 episodes of one of these.
Yeah.
And I'm in the minority. So second place here.
So, to be honest, it was the other way round until I came back to replayability. But second place is Your Lie in April.
Which is the one that I have the minority opinion on. In that I thought it was alright. Couldn't care less.
So people agree with me on this
I
one.
couldn't care less. Most people probably would think, why the fuck is that not one? When you tell them what did win. Because I thought that was going to win.
Like I said, I really like sad anime.
It's just sad.
So the ending is sad, and I loved it. But I also loved the sort of inspiration towards classical music and the main character's sort of involvement and the pacing of things, how it slowed down sometimes, and it worked when it was slower, and it was just going like, this is what happened, blah blah blah. I just really liked it, and again, it was one of the sort of earlier shows that I watched that got me into sad shows.
It's the one I expected to win. To be honest, when we made the lists, I expected to win.
Yeah.
Kusaga no Jutsu I wanted to name because I was like, I hope this might win. But I was fully expecting Your Lie in April to win.
And then Connor came.
And then you made the most ridiculous decision I think I've ever heard.
So, as a kid, I was always...
Okay, I'll put a timestamp so everyone can skip it if they don't want to listen to his childhood.
As a kid, it all began in the 20th century. No, as a... What century are we in right now?
The 21st.
So it did begin in the 20th century.
Yeah, in the 1900s.
Yeah. It's... What am I saying?
Just say a series. Just
Okay, it's baby steps.
Yeah.
As a kid, yeah, that's what I was saying. As a kid, I wasn't very active. And I didn't really find any inspiration for being active. I played tennis a couple times, but I never really liked it. Then, when I was in post-16, I had a suggestion from one of my classmates. They went for a list of anime and they said, I actually really love this one. I went, alright, if you liked it so much, I'll try it out. And I watched the entirety of it in one day, and I played tennis about a bazillion times since because I just really liked it. It really got me involved with it. Some of the scenes, like, I was so into it, I was pretty much crying from joy at the fact that this virtual character has won a game. I also like how realistic it is as well. It's not like the classic ones like, oh, we win, yay, I'm surprised that we won, alright, now we're facing someone even stronger, oh my god, we won again, wow. It talks about things, it's very real with how it says things. And I like the main character a lot. He is, and his voice actor in it as well, he's very good at describing things.
Right, we're moving on now.
No,
I've had enough of you confessing your love for an anime boy. Okay, I've had enough of you confessing your love for an anime boy.
I'm just passionate about the show.
And
right. The second season, we'll get on to it actually. Yeah.
Right, so that is 2014's winner is Baby Steps. So we're happy for that. It will speed up. Do not worry. It will speed up soon because we've not watched anywhere near as much. And we're not doing a anime of the decade here either because me and Connor would definitely disagree. Because I would not be giving it to Baby Steps. I would not concede Baby Steps as best anime of the decade.
I mean, there might be.
No, you definitely won't find anything else.
Right,
2015. 2015. Lots of shit. Lots and lots of shit. Again, I've got. Now there are some good shows here. Actually, there are some good stuff here. I've got 3 series of Tekkyu in this year. There's 3 Tekkyu seasons in this year.
There were 3.
Tekkyu 4, 5, and 6 all came out in 2015.
At least we know that we have 3 shows that we're easily going to be able to get rid of.
So we've got here for. Actually, there's also the spin-off as well, Takemiya and Nasuno Des. There's actually 4 Tekkyu seasons.
Kill it.
So we got Absolute Duo, Yahari Ori no Session Love Comedy wa Machigatu Zoku, so 2nd season. Yamada and the 7 Witches, High School DxD Born, Grisino Raquin, Dani ga Nani wo Iteru ga Wakaranai Ken 2, Sureine, which is for the 2nd season, which I mentioned in the previous one. Disappearance of Nagato Yuki-chan, Tekkyu 4, Takemiya and Nasuno Des, Tekkyu spin-off, that's literally the name of it. Shimoneta, Monster Musume no Iru Nichijo, Himoto Umaru-chan, Gaku Gurashi, Okusuma ga Setakaicho, Jitsu wa Watashi wa, Working Season 3, To Love Ru Darkness 2nd, Non Non Biyori Repeat, there's a lot of 2nd seasons here. Danshigai, Wakakozake, Tekkyu 5, Yuri Yuri Sanhai, Yuri Yuri 3, Tekkyu 6. Lots of Tekkyu. Lots and lots of Tekkyu here. You have an extremely long list for this year.
I mean, not compared to yours, but...
Yeah, but considering that mine is both of ours...
Yeah, true.
Yours is just stuff you've watched. That's a fucking long list.
Yeah. And there's some good ones this year as well.
Right.
Not as good as Baby Steps, but... So you got Tokyo Ghoul 2nd season. You've not watched that?
No.
Oh. Croak in a Basket 3rd season.
Jesus Christ, already.
Shinmai Mao no Testament. Food Wars. Do you know what that is?
Shinmai Mao no Testament?
Yeah.
I've seen clips of it.
That
was a reaction you get when it was not very good.
Danmachi.
Oh god, so that's in this year, is it? Fuck me.
Owari no Seraph. Plastic Memories. Baby Steps second season.
It's not winning.
Charlotte, One Punch Man. One Punch Man's 2015. It's crazy. Haikyuu 2. Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry. Owari no Seraph 2. Do you want to do your list for the crap ones first?
I'll go through mine now. So, and I think Connor's going to be surprised at how few are going to get crossed off as well. There's not much here that I'm going to cross off.
There's one that I'm hoping you'll cross off 100%.
What's that, Tekken 5?
What? All of the Tekken. But there's one other show.
Right, okay, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So Tekken 6, obviously Tekken is coming off the list.
Good.
Tekken 5 coming off the list.
Good.
I like Wakugozake. I'm interested in the premise. Basically, it just being kind of like a food reviewing segment where she kind of shows different Japanese takes on dishes.
I think I saw you watch that.
I like it. It makes me hungry when I watch it. Which means it's doing its job well.
Like Food Boys.
Danshi Guy, can't really remember much about it, but all I remember when I see the name is, I didn't really like that. Every time I see Danshi Guy, I go, I didn't like that. I think that's the one with the main character, and there's like the 4 sisters in the house, and it's like a 3-minute per episode season. I'm gonna go next. Is gonna be Okusama Gase Takaisho, which is just he wants to bang the student council president.
Why have I not
That's
watched
serious.
this?
There's a second season of this as well, it's going to come out later. I watched that solely for the fact that the second season was coming out in a season I was following. I was like, oh, I better watch the first season.
Fair enough.
Himoto Maru-chan, Garbage.
I recognise that name.
Himoto Maru-chan,
Have I
the
watched
blonde girl with the orange bear costume she wears.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garbage.
Garbage.
Tekken 4 off the list. Takumi and Natsunode's Tekken spin-off off the list. Tekken 7, however, goes to... Yes, that's what the Tekken's got. That's what the Tekken's got. Do not worry. Daniga Nani wa Iteru ka Wakaranai Ken 2. Same reason as the previous one.
I literally would have reacted like the blonde woman reacted in that show that you were talking about.
High School DD Born. Specific episodes are decent, but overall the plot is like at an all-time fucking low. Even in the light novel and manga, in like the second half of Born and the first half of what looks to be in Hero.
I don't think I watched this far.
Hero's the one I haven't watched. The season 4, I've not watched it. I just basically stuck to the light novel. And Absolute Duo, Garbage.
There we go, that's the one I wanted you to get rid of.
Absolute fucking dog shit. Holy fuck, what a waste of my life.
I watched like 2 episodes. And
God,
I was like, no.
that was so bad. Right, what's on your bad pile here?
My bad pile.
It's been a big list.
There's one definite one.
Is that Tekken?
I haven't got Tekken on my list because I wouldn't watch that. Shinmai Mao no Testament. So
There we go now.
Yeah.
I would put Love Hearts next to Baby Steps.
Well, yeah. We put little like.
Oh, don't draw
on it.
more.
No, I'm putting shines on it.
Oh my god.
It's cutesy. I watched the entire thing to finish it, but it was purely a copy of High School DxD without the good story premise.
Plot. Just plot.
It was maybe worse than High School DxD for that. In fact, it was worse for that.
Oh my god.
100% it was worse for that, actually.
Plot without the plot.
Yes. What else was bad? Nothing.
Wow.
That's it.
Okay. So, in terms of average, Yuri Senpai is going to get it. So, once again, better than the previous 2 seasons. It keeps getting better with Yuri. As time goes on, I like it more and more, what they're doing with it. Nonon Biori Repeat is literally exactly the same as the first season. if someone didn't tell me it was a sequel, I would have thought it was part of the first season. If I'm shown a scene from Non Biori, I can't tell which season it's from because it's exactly the same. So it gets a 6. To Love Ru Darkness Second, the worst season of To Love Ru. Though this series made me appreciate Yami, the Golden Darkness, a bit more. Because it essentially is focused entirely around her.
Okay.
Working 3, it's the best season. I'm glad they actually finished the series. They actually closed off all the relationship things, and it kind of just ended all the storylines. Like they've been branching out for years at that point. Jitsu Abatashiwa, which I'm surprised I liked as much as it was, because it's not that good. It's like a 5. That said, it's not good. It's not good. It's not really good. It's average. It's like the definition of an average anime, because it's like, well, it's generic school romance. Oh yeah, and also vampire. There we go.
Okay.
Monster Musume. Very well known anime. It's a snake lady with boobs.
I wasn't that keen.
I think it's very funny. And best girl is Sue.
Bob Girl?
Yeah, the blob slime one.
Yeah, okay. I disagree.
Well, who do you think? Pappy? The bird?
No.
Who do you think? The horse?
No, I think it's Snake.
Snake? Seen the piss?
I
So the second worst one.
I didn't really like any of them.
So that's Sue. Disputed Naruto Yuki-chan. I didn't hate this as much as most people did, actually. A lot of Haruhi fans don't like this, as they thought it was a sequel to Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. Because as we still have not got the sequel to the movie from 2010, we've been waiting for the continuation of the story cliffhanger for a decade, and they've still done fuck all. And this is all we got.
I watched a little bit of Haruhi Suzumiya, got bored.
This is really good though. The thing with Nagato Yuki as well, you could not watch any Haruhi, and I think you can still watch this. It stands alone as its own universe. It's completely separate. Basically, everyone's the same except Nagato Yuki herself, who is like a kudere in the normal one. She doesn't speak much. In this one, she's just a shy, normal girl. And it's also about her relationship problems with Kyon. That's pretty much sums up the series. It's like a generic school romance anime, rather than whatever Harry counts as. Grisana Rakuin.
It's good.
It's good.
Which season's that?
3rd.
Okay. It's good.
It's good. It's good. That's it. So that's all getting. That's all it's getting.
It's like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah. And that's why I'm leaving there.
Yes.
I'm leaving there.
I'm agreeing, although I don't know about the top one. That's just the 2nd season, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to my list.
Oh,
2016, let's not read the wrong
Why
ones.
did you turn it round?
To see how
Are you
many
trying to hide
there are.
it from me?
No.
You trying to hide it from them?
So, average Tokyo Ghoul 2nd season. Wasn't as keen. Still like the show. Kuroko no Basket 3rd season. I can't remember if that's the last season. I don't know how many seasons there were. But in general, I like the entire show. So.
I'm sure there's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, but that's more like an 8. So it's there. Food Wars, like a 7. Damachi, like a 7.
Hestia. Hestia's Bestia.
Mariwa.
Oh my god.
Do you know what I was?
No.
No.
I know who Hestia is because she's got massive boob being held up by a string. That's all I know from her. And that weird brushing teeth gif.
Yes. That's the intro. I don't remember much of Plastic Memories. I don't remember a massive amount. It was a really good show.
I suppose we put that in the top bracket. Fucking hell.
It was a really good show, and I feel like I need to rewatch it because I don't remember enough about it. But at the moment, from what I remember, it was like a 7 or an 8. Charlotte, very similar show. I actually quite like the ending, but a lot of people don't. Haikyuu, second season, really like, but I'm gonna give it like a 8. I'm also. Wait, are they both in the same year? I didn't realize that. I read those both earlier, but
Guess so.
yeah.
I actually thought that when you read through them.
Yeah.
I was like, where the fuck did the first one go?
Yeah, they were both in the same year. How weird.
Are you leaving the rest of these for the top bracket?
I am.
Right. Okay, so we now got to have the conversation about what we're going to chop away from the top bracket. That's like a 9, and what we think is in contention as the best of this season.
So I know what I'll.
And I've got one of here that I think is in contention. It's that one.
To be top.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm agreeing that one is better than that one.
I definitely think of these 4, the worst one is that one, Gakugarashi.
I like that one more than Shimoneta.
Gakugarashi, the problem with Gakugarashi is that it takes a interesting premise of Moe Blob plus horror elements, but then will drop this said plot device for 2 episodes and do nothing with it. And then we'll magically bring it back when it suits the series. It's almost like the series wanted to be 8 episodes, but they had to make it 12 for some reason. Because there's multiple times where they just don't leave the fucking school. They just stay there and do nothing.
Yeah, I can't remember the show a massive amount. I know I really liked it, but
I like the premise a lot. I love what they did with it. It's a really interesting, like, unique take on Moe Blob.
Yeah.
Because Moe Blob is just so generic, and they've done something interesting with it. The first episode is one of the best episodes of anime I've ever watched. Just because when I watched it, and I had no prior knowledge,
it's like, holy shit.
It's just a fucking mind fuck. It's so good. It's so good at fucking it over, like just going, oh my god, what the fuck? What's going on?
Yeah.
But it just doesn't quite develop past that point.
Okay, well you can take it off. That's fine.
And I know that you're disagreeing with me on this one because I think that's second of the season. Again.
What? You think that's second?
Second again.
I like...
Mainly it's just because I think I relate to Hachiman so much.
Yeah.
But Yahari Ore season 2 is... And also I think all 3 of the main 3 are extremely well established, given good backgrounds, and you experience it in the anime, their backgrounds and how they all relate to each other, and how they have their own struggles.
So you're saying get rid of Shimoneta?
I'm going to get rid of Yahari Ore though, because you said you don't want it there.
Ooh.
Right. So now I've only got...
I didn't really say that.
You said that, you pointed at it. And
yeah,
I ranked that below that one.
You ranked
that
below...
That's the one I would get rid of that first.
No, I said I ranked that below that one.
Now, Shimoneta is also not a 10. I've only got 1 10 on my list.
Okay.
Shimoneta is very, 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 very good. Takes a weird premise and does it perfectly. They pretty much did what they could do with that premise in the best way you could possibly do it. I don't really know what they could have done better. When I watched that show, they've tackled it all perfectly.
It was fun to watch. It was entertaining.
And it has an amazing opening. It has a fucking... It's like a fucking Power Rangers. It feels like Power Rangers.
It's it doesn't really have a story, does it? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's like they're fighting against... they're trying to find ways to overrule the porn laws.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they try to think of even more diverse and weird ways to get around it.
Do they ever make a difference
Pretty much. Well, they team up temporarily with the terrorist group, don't they? The guy who's dressed in underwear. But then he kind of backstabs them and actually tries to do something that's dangerous. So they turn back on their own ally.
Yeah.
And try to use it in the same way to hurt their own law.
I'm terrible with memory.
But yeah, my top one I'm leaving for now. So what's your 9s?
So my 9s, Warren and Seraph.
Warren and Seraph, 1 and 2?
1 and 2.
Nice.
Really loved the shows. Like a lot.
I was under the impression that Warren and Seraph was a girls' anime. That it's one that girls like watching.
It might be.
I don't know why. I don't know where I got that impression from.
It's got like vampire guys.
Okay, there we go. That's to explain it. It's just vampire guys. Just say vampire guys. Girl anime.
Yeah.
Trash. Trash in the bin.
But I just enjoyed the story. What else have I got?
I know you're leaving this one to the end, but it's not winning.
I know. That was actually really good. This was a good year for me.
You got fucking loads. I've got a load to 2016, by the way. Like fucking loads.
Right, I've got to get rid of some of these. Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry is a 10, but...
Well, you can keep it there, and then we discuss it in the 10 area.
So, I think I know what's going to win this year, because apparently Baby Steps' second season isn't
Baby Steps' second season's not winning. Again.
So...
You're fucking lucky I even let you give the first one.
So, Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry and One Punch Man are going off the lists. Absolutely love both shows. One Punch Man obviously doesn't really have a story, but...
Wow, really? You're actually dropping One
entertaining.
Punch Man here?
Yeah. Baby Steps is better.
Wow. That's not what I expected, to be honest. This is not what I planned for this year.
I absolutely loved One Punch Man, but I've got to get rid of
So,
something.
we've got one each now. You've got Baby Steps' second season.
Yeah.
I've got Yamada and the Seven Witches. And to be honest, just because I refuse to let you have Baby Steps for 2 years. That Yamada's winning.
I'm distraught.
To be honest, I went into this thinking One Punch Man was going to be the winner. I went into solely thinking One Punch Man was going to win.
I liked One Punch Man more than Yamada.
Well, that's the
And
thing,
Seven
is I
Witches.
thought One Punch Man was going to win.
Okay. Well, let me bring One Punch Man back a second.
Because Baby Steps isn't winning. It's going to be One Punch Man. One Punch Man gets 2015.
You need to finish One Punch Man, and then we can...
I haven't even watched one episode.
Yeah. We can come back to this.
I'd put Yamada as
I
my top,
100% think One Punch Man is better than
though. Yamada.
Yamada.
Yamada's one of the best I've ever watched.
Don't get me wrong. Fucking love that show.
Yamada and Sandwich is great.
Fucking love
Very good.
Baby Steps.
Baby Steps has not won 2 years though. So thank God for me for that one.
I'm upset.
I'm upset.
But yeah, Baby Steps is...
We're going to have to do another ad break because Connor talked too much about Baby Steps in the previous segment. So now we're going to have to take another ad break. We're nearly at the end though. We're nearly at the end. We've got 2016, which is long, and then fuck all. So we're pretty much going to do break, and then it'll probably be like 20 minutes.
You should make a chibi character of me, and then I start going on about Baby Steps.
So
And that'll be a channel thing.
got another ad break. Enjoy yourself. Go to the toilet. Get another glass of orange squash.
I think that's blackcurrant, actually.
They haven't got it yet, you fucking idiot.
You said another glass. They've already got one there.
Didn't take it in with them.
It's behind them on the porch. That's a good point.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that ad break. Second one. Tell me which one was better between the two.
Did you get that squash? Does it have bits in it? Oh, you're weird. I hate bits. Like, despise it. Why would you put a solid in a drink?
Because juicy bits and orange juice is delicious.
Well, moving on.
Right, 2016. This is the last year we have anything of like substantial amount of anime, really.
So-
it'll be much quicker after this.
Talking of substantial amount.
This is my largest list.
Big list.
I've got a lot. This is the largest list I have. I think this year might have burnt me out of anime. I think this might burn me out.
This was the cause.
So I've got, and there's actually some good ones here. So we got Konosuba, Dagashi Kashi, Oshiete Galko-chan, Yamashi by 3, Teku 7, quality. ReZero, Bungo Stray Dogs, Sakamoto Desuka, Netage, Tanaka-kun wa Itsumo Kudodoge, 100, Mayoiga, quality. Ace Attorney, Sancho Sanyo, Honobon Log, Wagamama High Spec, Panda Peace, 12 Sai Chichana Mune no Tukumeki, Tokumeki, not Tukumeki. Ragnar Strike Angels, Usakame, which is a Teku spin-off, which is by far the worst Teku season. As someone who likes Teku, it is really shit, because it's not even a comedy, really.
Bad.
It's literally about tennis. Like, it's actually about tennis. No one cares if you're watching Teku after season 7. You don't give a shit about tennis. Real Life, Orange, Seikike, New Game, Danganronpa Despair and Danganronpa Future, Kono Bitjutsuba Niwa Mondai ga Yaru, which is this art club has a problem in English. Rewrite Oz Mafia and www.working, which is working is like a new kind of spin-off of Working, and Okusama Gaseta Kaisho Plus, so the second season to the previous one I mentioned, I think not last year, the year before.
Yeah.
This is why I watched the first season. Right, so I've got a lot of stuff. What's your small list?
My small list.
You've got quite a small one.
I've got Ajin, which I'm fairly certain I completely finished, but don't remember much of it, to be honest. Boku no Hero Academia, Sosei no
Omyoji.
I always struggle with saying that word.
Omyoji.
Kuromukuro, Food Wars 2, Haikyuu versus Shiratorizawa, which is the one I was talking about earlier. Should I go first for?
I mean, I can clear off all my shit first if you want to.
Let's do that.
Because I've got a lot to clear off. So, even though I've watched the most here, so much of this is bad. Like, so much of this is like either average or bad. Starting from the bottom, Okusama comes off in the first section. It's literally the same as the first season. Generic. Two people trying to sleep with each other. Oh no, someone else is trying to sleep with him. Relationship problems. I'm student council president, and therefore that makes my life hard. Oz Mafia, gay. It's basically like it's on a shoujo dating sim for like £28, so it gets a 4 for that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go past a lot for these. Usakame. I like Teku, and Usakame was bad. Like, it was really bad. There's a reason why these characters have not turned up in Teku since. For a reason. Because they're bad.
Oh dear.
Ragnar Strike Angels, terrible advertising campaign. 12 Sai, interesting premise. I can see why it would appeal to certain people. By certain people I mean 12-year-old girls. Which is literally what I mean. I believe it means age 12. That's literally the series.
Alright.
Age 12. It's about like relationship problems that 12-year-old girls would have. It's interesting enough for me to finish it. I've not finished the second season. I got bored at that point. But it was, it's an interesting thing to watch. You might like it more than I did. As it's literally like about the crisis of even like holding hands with your boyfriend in your classroom.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch that.
So, yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, it's specifically tailored to like 12-year-old girls.
Yeah.
Panda Peace, it's about bread, no one cares. Wagamama High Spec, no one cares. It's bad.
Oh, I watched a bit of that.
It's terrible.
It is.
Sancho Sanyo. It's so bad, I don't even remember what happened. I just remember going, every time I see the picture of the purple head girl, I'm going, oh, that was bad when I watched that. And that's all I care about. That's all I care about. Because it was bad. Moyoiga, aka the biggest disappointment of any anime I've ever seen. Mayoiga has a decent first episode, followed by a catastrophic collapse halfway through.
Did I watch Mayoiga?
It's about when like the group of like 30 people go to like this rural village on a bus. But man, that was weird. That was weird. Wasted potential. 100. 100, aka Infinite Stratos, but worse. I'm so glad I didn't finish Maso Gakuen HH, because that was even fucking worse than 100. It got worse.
Isn't it?
Yeah, you've watched that one.
Yeah.
I've watched 5 episodes of it, and it's god awful.
When did that come?
2017, I think. It might be 2016 actually as well. It might be 2017.
It's not on my list.
I don't think you finished it.
No, I didn't.
Bungo Stray Dogs, not my thing. Really not my thing.
I didn't watch it.
It's been a while since I've seen Bungo Stray Dogs. There's a lot of references. But yeah, not really something I was interested in when I was watching it. I kind of forced myself to finish it. Teku 7, 10 out of 10. Teku's turning up forever, mate. It's going to come up every time.
It's bad.
Yamishibai 3, this is when I think Yamishibai starts getting a bit... Starts
Repetitive.
wavering a little bit. Yeah, it kind of gets a little bit worse.
Yeah.
Oshieti Galko-chan.
I don't know much of these.
Average to bad kind of area. It's like, I don't see why anyone would watch this.
Yeah.
I only watched it because it was on a list of things that I added to my want to watch, and watched it and went, oh, okay, and forgot about it. But here we go. I've still got a big list after the 4s and below.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of averages here still.
Okay. So the ones that
What do you think are bad?
there aren't really any.
I don't think you finished anything that's bad though.
Yeah.
Like I finished quite a lot of stuff that was bad.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna keep all of mine on average level.
In the next
Or
section.
above. Yeah.
Right, so in the average area, there's going to be quite a lot here. We got working season 4. No returning characters in any way. It's an entirely new cast set in basically the same restaurant. It's in a different part of Japan. But it's the same branch, same kind of star restaurant.
Yeah.
So they're all working the same jobs as these other characters, and they're having the same problems as these other characters, but it's different characters.
Why?
I don't know. I think it was intended to basically kind of do a new version of working with 3 new series of working with new characters, which could have worked. But they did it with 1 season instead, and it doesn't quite work as well as the old ones because I just don't think the characters are as good. I don't think they captured the characters very well in the new version. Rewrite, boring. I was interested for the first 6 episodes and then got bored, and there's a reason why I have not watched the 2nd season of Rewrite because it looks really boring.
What's Rewrite?
I think Rewrite's made by the Angel Beats people. This art club has a problem, or kono bijutsuba ni wa mondai ga aru. I actually would give it a 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how much I liked it as well.
Again,
But
not
decent comedy. It's basically about a girl trying to make this otaku who only likes 2D girls to notice her in art club.
Sounds like an interesting premise.
And she's desperate to get him to notice her, but he doesn't show any interest because he only likes anime girls. I liked it. I thought it was interesting. Bit different.
Yeah.
New game. Cute girls work at game development company. They don't ever seem to be developing the game. They just drink tea.
Yeah. I watched the first episode. And
Everything's really bright.
yeah. I just sort of went, this isn't for me. I can see that it was for
Can we
other
keep going here? Honobonologue, which I don't think anyone's heard of.
Not me.
It is essentially short 2-minute segments. I think the episodes are about 8 minutes
Yeah.
with a few segments in each episode, and essentially it kind of details a certain like relationship issue that people have, or like just like a funny like family situation.
Okay.
So one that I remember is like a woman trying to convince her boyfriend to take her somewhere when it's raining outside. And then it stops raining briefly, and she's like, look, we can go now. And then it starts raining again.
Okay.
And then she gets really annoyed.
I can see how that would be funny.
Yeah, so it's more just like relationship and family issues, the anime. The animation style is really weird,
Yeah.
unique to it. There's nothing quite like it. Ace Attorney.
You
Love
think
the
that's
game.
accurate?
Love the game. I think the anime is disappointing.
Okay.
Once again, fucking shite investigation segments. They've completely balls it up
Yeah.
in that aspect. The tribute, like the trials and stuff, is fine. I like that, sure. The investigation element has been glossed over pretty much. Like the action investigation bit. They essentially just treat it like it's just a visual novel, and people say stuff and he just ends up in places.
Yeah.
Like it just follows the correct path. It doesn't seem, because you spend so much time trying to work out where you have to go. Doesn't really work.
Yeah. I'd still give it like a 7.
I'd say it's probably a 6, 7-ish area.
Okay.
I've not watched season 2.
Me neither.
Tanaka-kun wa itsumo keroruge. Listless Tanaka-kun. Very relaxing. Very relaxing anime.
I feel like I've watched this.
It's so laid back in the way it kind of presents the main character and his friendships that even like when there's like an actual issue, like it doesn't take itself too seriously. You know, it's just how does this boy who
I know this one.
how does this guy who literally gives no fucks about anything,
Yeah.
and kind of how people have to interact with him on a daily basis.
Yeah. Well, I've not watched the entire show. I've just watched.
Once again,
watch it.
6, 7 out of 10-ish area. I liked it. It was alright. I feel really sorry for the girl that likes him though. Every time I was watching it, I felt really sorry for her. Netagay. Great character designs. Very bright. You can tell the person who made it made porn beforehand. And Akko is a pretty good best girl as well. The main girl, female lead, she is pretty good. Google's Netagay. Interesting.
I can't believe I forgot that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I liked it. It ended at the right time. They haven't done anything with it since, and I'm fine with that. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take Dagashi Kashi off as well. Dagashi Kashi, I like Dagashi Kashi. I'm very interested in the Japanese sweets they bring up and like that kind of stuff, that weird like Dagashi Kashi stuff. Pretty much. It's Dagashi. It's Dagashi. That's pretty much the name for it. It's like corner shop sweets is the equivalent. So you know when you go to the...
What does kashi mean then?
I don't fucking know what Japanese.
Give me your money, cash.
So you know when you go like to like a shop and they got weird like sweets and crisps you only get in that like those kind of shops.
Yeah.
Like in a weird like evening post corner shop. It's that a show around that. That's pretty much sums up the show.
Yeah.
Like those pink bottles you used to be able to get. We screwed the top up and it was like a weird squash flavored thing, or like the plastic thing like plastic tube with bubble gum balls in it. Or you could get the straws filled with sherbet.
I don't know.
Don't know. He doesn't know any Dagashi.
I wasn't much of a sugar addict as a kid.
So that's all my mid tier stuff. So I've got a lot.
Okay.
This is why I said this is a hard one to pick, because there's some good stuff here.
Yeah. I've got quite a lot of sort of middle ground. Asian middle ground.
Yeah.
Wasn't.
All 3D, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can't remember the story
Isn't
at all.
it about demi-humans?
Yes.
Yeah. That's about... So you know as much as I do about Arjun, and I've not watched it.
I remember he had this ghost guy thing with him, which is part of him or something.
Right.
Can't remember. I remember there's an old guy who's like the enemy. And they fight, and then there's this container place, and they go there.
Right.
And they go other places, but I can't remember what they do in any of it. It wasn't a terrible show. It was entertaining at the time. I just don't remember it. And for the sake of having to knock things out, just because I do like all of these shows, really. Food Wars, same as last time. Not great, but not the worst. Kuromakuro. I don't know if any of you know this show.
It's on Netflix.
Is it?
At the moment, yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember you showing me actually. I actually really like Kuromakuro.
I've watched 12 episodes of this.
What?
I got bored.
You got bored?
Yeah, I got bored of it.
I don't know what drew me in, but I just kept
I
going.
remember thinking the main female lead was extremely annoying as well. She annoyed the fuck out of me. I didn't really think the main guy was that interesting either. Even though essentially he's like a caveman. Even though he's like a caveman who basically has time travelled his way to the future. I still thought he was bland.
I suppose, yeah, their characters aren't as interesting as other characters. It was mainly the story that got me. And I'd recently watched a different show, which I'm assuming didn't come out in these years.
Like Code Geass.
No. I'm on about War on Gemini, it's called. Something. And the main character in that is absolutely fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's a similar sort of premise. So I was on that hype train, basically. So say no on my G. Is that how you say it?
So say no, I'm your G.
Yeah.
I'm your G.
Absolutely love that show, but it's quite long and gets boring sometimes. So 8. And let's just put Haikyuu there as well. Again, like it, but something's got to win, and it's not going to be Haikyuu.
Anything on your end. I think you know what you're going to pick as the winner here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to pick, and I'm going to try and make it against other stuff, but I'm probably going to agree with you.
Yeah.
On this one. I think I'm probably going to agree with you, but there are some things that are kind of drawing me.
Okay.
On this one. So in terms of 9s, because it's going to be a 10 out of 10 that wins here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options I have, in my opinion, that I can pick from. In terms of 9s, Danganronpa Future Arc.
I agree.
I like it. I think it's really good. I like it's just the constant threat of the idea that the characters that have been through all the previous games at this point, because these are anime exclusive seasons, you might actually lose finally some of these characters that have been in here the entire time. That it really plays with it quite a lot.
Yeah.
And it's the end of Danganronpa's main arc. Ignoring V3 and its connection, because it's weird. And it kind of throws the entire series into a weird situation. The future arc's the end. It finishes the series. And I think it's a good end to the series as well. They finished it in a perfect way. Obviously there's the Hope arc, which is like the OVA, comes after these two. It's just a 1 episode thing. Pretty much it's future arc, like episode 13. Orange, which I'd say is a 9. I think I'm the only person who likes Orange. I didn't realise that no people liked Orange.
I've not watched it.
The animation style, I didn't think it was that bad. But I guess people don't like it. I thought it was interesting. I think I'm just a sucker for dramas. Same with Real Life. Real Life's a 9.
Yeah. I loved Real Life, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Real Life is harmed by the sequel OVA Fall Apart.
I felt like the pacing for Real Life was very different from other anime. It went about everything a bit different. I'm guessing because it's not Japanese.
It's Korean, I think.
Yeah.
Or Chinese one.
But either way, I was into it, and I've started reading some of the manga.
I
liked it.
I think they should have finished the series with an ending.
I can't remember how it ended.
Have you watched the OVA, the Fall Apart OVA?
I think I
Sequel
did.
bit.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
That should have been part of the series.
Yeah, I'm remembering that now, yeah.
That should not have been an OVA. That
Yeah.
should have been the end. I think Real Life should have been one series.
Yeah.
I think the jump between the series and the OVA is a bit big. I think you needed more development time in that. But yeah, still very, 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 very good. Sakamoto Desuka, quality comedy anime. It's awesome. Love Sakamoto. He's awesome. He's so cool.
It's been a while since we watched that. I think we watched that together, didn't we?
I think we watched some of it together, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good though, Sakamoto Desuka. It's Tonari no Sekikun on crack. It's fucking weird. I'm gonna put ReZero in the 9 out of 10 category, not 10.
I agree.
ReZero has some strange, I think it has strange pacing issues in areas.
Agree.
And I think some of the character decisions that Superman makes, most of them he is pretty spot on.
Yeah.
But a couple occasions, I think he does the wrong thing.
It was one of those shows that I watched as it came out, so I was watching it every episode. I feel like shows are more involving when you're able to do that, to have to wait a week to watch it, because then you're like looking forward to it and you're anticipating it, and you come back to it and you're like, oh my god, it's this. And especially for a show like that where every episode it like ends with him dying, and then it's like a next chapter.
Well, it's like a learning point, isn't it? Essentially,
Yeah.
he's learning how to kind of survive more.
So it felt like, because of how I watched it, it worked. No, I quite liked it like that.
As in, like, he learned to survive more shites.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, I sort of cut you off
Yeah.
halfway through the sentence. Okay, I thought you just went, it's shite. I was like, what?
That's alright. It's
Yeah.
shit. So I've only got 3 left, and you've got
One.
1. So the 4 that have been left over that I think, we think is 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I certainly think my 3 here are my 10 out of 10s. That I think are fucking ridiculously good.
Well, to be fair, I've left my 1 on my list just to have a top.
Just to
1
have
on
something.
my list.
Just have something.
So there's one here.
There's one that I think is probably winning here.
Yeah.
So mine are Konosuba, Seiki K, and Danganronpa Despair Arc.
And then mine is Boku no Hero Academia.
Now, I'm guessing you're saying that Boku no Hero goes in the circumstance here.
Yeah.
Pretty comfortable.
Not as good as One Punch Man, so yeah.
I remember people saying it's the next One Punch Man when it came out.
Yeah, it had more potential with how they set out the story.
Yeah.
They've made it more sort of story based, so he's developing his character, he's becoming this cool character, and there are some cool things to it. I feel like it's a mixture of One Punch Man and like Dragon Ball, with how the characters are developed and stuff. Even got hair like him at one point.
Oh dear.
But yeah, not quite as good as One Punch Man.
Yeah.
For the comedy side, I preferred that over the story for the characters.
Yeah. Which now moves us into the big 3. I think most people will be surprised I've got Danganronpa there.
Yeah, I would have got rid of Danganronpa already. It is good.
I love the Despair Arc. I absolutely love the Despair Arc. It is my favourite part of Danganronpa, bar none.
Yeah. Well,
Of all the games, even the games concluded, I still think the Despair Arc is the most interested I've been in anything that's been going on in the series, because it starts so normal and becomes, well, despairful as it goes on. It becomes ridiculous over time. And some of the fucking scenes, Jesus Christ. I love John Konishima. I love it.
But it's not as good as our top.
No. Which is why it's third.
Yes.
And second place is Konosuba.
Yes.
Which is my favourite isekai. It's probably my favourite comedy show. Like, in terms of just comedy, straight comedy, it's probably the best one I've watched. It's better than the second season.
Oh, that's interesting.
The second season isn't quite... It's because Konosuba was so different when it came out.
Yeah.
Because it came out at the height of like when ReZero was out. I think ReZero started the same season as Konosuba. And we'd already had Log Horizon and Sword Art Online. And then Konosuba's come out. And it's basically just making fun of them all.
Yeah.
And it's probably the most successful of all of them.
So, I have a question. So, obviously, this means that Seiki K was the winner.
Seiki K, Disastrous Life of Psychic Seiki K, is the winner.
Obviously, Seiki K is mainly a comedy.
Yes.
But you found the
I think
comedy of
full on Konosuba. Konosuba has no story.
Konosuba? Okay.
Seiki K does have a story.
Huh. Which is weird, because you would have thought that Konosuba, a story
Nothing happens in Konosuba.
Yeah.
Nothing. The literal point of Konosuba is that nothing happens.
Okay.
Compared to, like, all the other isekais where they, like, go on these, like, grand adventures. They stay in the same town the entire time.
Yeah.
And never leave.
It's a lot less fast paced in terms of the comedy as well.
Yeah, it's not like a psychological deska or like it's nowhere near a Teku level.
Yeah, where it's like joke, bang, funny in your face.
We're going to move on to a fast paced one in a minute. I think it's in 2018. So Seiki K wins.
Not be Teku again.
Teku's on next season.
Okay.
So there's two I've missed, but they're both shit, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's two more from 2016. That's Aoni and Teku 8. Both in the 1 to 4 category. Do not worry. Aoni disappointed me so much. Honestly, I was expecting better than what we got. I was really upset. The movie is fucking garbage.
The games weren't that great.
I like the game. Aoni, I like the game. It's not like a fucking masterpiece. It's like a 6. In my opinion, I like it. I think it's a decent survival horror game. But to take that and ruin it in the way they did, horrific. But 2017. 2017 is an interesting year because now we've got fuck all.
Yeah. It goes from a list that long to we're going to be
10,
done in like 10 minutes.
Like 10 long.
Yeah.
And most of this I've watched not too long ago, like in the last year.
Yeah. So you go first.
I got Konosuba 2, so Konosuba has another chance to make up for its lack of winning in the previous season.
Yeah.
Interviews with Monster Girls, which is, I like that one a lot. Yamishibai 4, Renai Boken, or Love Note. Gamers, Rose Up. Aho Girl, Hajimete no Gal, Netsuzo Trap, Yamishibai 5, Teku 9, so there's the last Teku. Boku no Kanoja ga Majime Sugiru Shobitch no Ken.
Did I watch that?
And Yukio Holder.
A bitch. I think I did watch that. Is that the one where it's...
Silver-haired girl.
Silver hair?
The main girl's got silver hair.
Okay, I don't think it's the one that I've watched then.
What have you got for
No,
2017?
I know what I'm remembering. Episode 13, did you just say?
What have you got for 2017?
Okay.
That
I
was not what I
misheard
said
you
at all.
completely.
It's completely different.
So, a show that I actually quite liked, Fuka.
That is the minority.
Yeah. I know that it wasn't insane, but I just quite liked it. My Hero Academia 2, Attack on Titan 2, Aramanga Sensei, Another World with my smartphone.
Oh, God.
And again, one that I actually quite liked, Ballroom e Yokuso.
So this is not a good year.
It's an interesting year. Let's say that.
There's a good variation, definitely, of shite. There's a lot of shite in my pile.
I'm just wondering what's going to win here.
I don't really know, and I'm
like
a little scared it's going to be that one.
I quite like that one.
I'm a little scared it's going to be that one because I don't think people will be happy with that. I think it's probably the best one there. So in terms of bad, just bad level, Tekken 9 is definitely down there because everyone hates it except me.
Yeah.
Boku no Kanojo ga Majime Suguru Shobich no Ken, boring. Get Out. Tried to copy Seisuke Yakuindamo too late. Yamishibai 5, the worst season of Yamishibai by far, is fucking dog. Netsuzo Trap, extremely disappointing. I was expecting a bit more raunchiness, to be honest. It was gonna be shit, right? It was gonna be shit.
Yeah.
Just the hype behind it meant it was gonna be bad. But the fact that nothing, like, I wasn't like embarrassed to watch it, which is normally what happens when I see graphic sexual stuff going on. I was like, nothing's really happening here. I'd be more embarrassed to watch Candy. You don't need to Google it. You can Google it. I'm probably going to cut off Yamishibai 4. Yamishibai 4 goes. I think I saw my bad gone. I saw the bad gone there. Candy Boy.
Oh, what the hell? It's not what I was expecting.
It's a lesbian show. Been their sisters.
Why haven't I watched this before? Sisters. Okay. We need to get rid of the bad ones, don't we?
Yeah. Is there anything there you think is bad? Other than Another World with my smartphone, because it's bad.
It's not bad. I'd say that's average. Yeah. I'm happy with everything being average or above.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In terms of average, Hajime no Gal. It's going to go in there.
I actually quite liked it.
I liked Gal. It's probably a 7, actually. I think it's pretty good.
Mm.
I love the main girl.
Yeah.
I like her. She sells the show for me. Interesting show.
Funny.
Aho girl. She likes bananas. Blue head girl is best girl. Even though she's a massive perv. That's all I need to say. All I need to say. Also, I love the fact that I love it when shows have intros that change. I don't know why. It just means I always feel like they're giving an extra attention to detail in the series. And Aho Girl changes his intro every single time to something weird. It's really fucking weird. The amount of times that she gets hit in that series, though, like right in the face. I'm surprised she still has a face. I'm also going to drop Renai Boken, Love Note, as well. Love Note, I was disappointed with its adaptation. I was very, very, very fucking excited with Renai Boken. And it came out pretty fucking average.
Yeah. I agree.
Goody is best girl though. Goody is best girl. I fucking love her.
What is that?
Interviews of Monster Girls.
What's that?
The one with the vampire, ice woman, and the Doulahan with her who carries her head around.
Ah, right. Okay. That's pretty good.
That's what my 4 are now.
Okay. I'm getting rid of Another World with my smartphone.
There we go. It's gone.
I did like it.
Yeah. Someone said they liked it. Someone said they liked it.
Yeah.
Someone out somewhere, the person who made that is crying. Someone admitted that they liked that show.
Why? Is it renowned to be shit?
Yes.
Why?
It's regarded as one of the worst anime of its year.
Oh. Oh dear.
It probably doesn't help that's an isekai. Isekai is not well liked.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to knock some things out here, aren't I? Fuka.
You can keep some of it if you think it's a 9 or 10 out of 10.
Nah, Fuka is, to me, an 8. To other people, like a 6, I reckon.
It's lower than that.
5.
Fuck me, it's fucking lower than that. It's like a 3.
Okay. Manga Sensei, I don't feel as strong as
Your other ones.
other ones. Ballroom Yakuza, I'm gonna give an 8 because basically
You seem to really like that one.
Yeah, I do. It was just how it was how the show was developed was very similar to Baby Steps, and I felt that it brought me in. I love Baby Steps, and I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's literally
Right.
the same. I'm also gonna get rid of Attack on Titan too.
Right. So you've only got one left.
Yeah.
For this conversation here.
'Cause
I've got 4.
I'm trying to be fair and wear it down.
Well, because I gave you Baby Steps.
Yeah. And I know that these other shows aren't gonna win anyway, so
We're gonna be fucking like 2018-19 is gonna be fucking dross.
I know what one I want to win.
So for this year,
Yes.
so I think the one that's gonna be dropped, first of all, is Konosuba 2.
Yeah.
Konosuba 2 is going there. Too bad, because once again, it is good. I like Konosuba 2. It's really weird. Oh, and the fucking episode when they go to the town that worships Aqua. Oh my god, that is the best episode of the entire show, in my opinion. I fucking love that one. And it is a great episode. I have the liked video of Kazuma
Reacts.
signing a document to try and sign his soul away to Aqua. That's what that document is. He's trying to sign.
Okay.
They give it to him to sign his life away to Aqua.
Okay.
It's a great series.
This is where
I'm also going to drop Gamers.
You're gonna drop Gamers.
Drop Gamers. That's also a 9.
Okay.
I like Gamers. It's so awkward.
I've watched Gamers.
Holy shit, it's awkward.
What do you mean awkward? Like between-
Oh my god, Tendo, man. Tendo Karen, just every time I see her on screen, I know something fucking embarrassing's gonna happen.
Is that the main-
The blonde
main
girl.
Yeah.
Blonde girl. Every time she's on screen, you know something embarrassing's gonna happen. Because she doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
She does really stupid shit. Like, oh, for fuck, it is entertaining though. It's funny.
Hmm.
For a show called Gamers, right? The lack of gaming is embarrassing.
They gotta put some sort of
They
story
put some
in.
in it. They played pretty sure they played Persona 4 Arena on it.
I'm pretty sure they played was it H1Z1 as well.
It was interesting.
Was it H1Z1?
So we've now got 3.
Yeah.
Are you willing to drop yours, or do you think yours has a chance to win?
Figure your 2 out first.
Because between my 2, I have no fucking idea what's going to win it. I genuinely don't have a bit between these 2.
Okay. Well, I've not watched other
If
than
you've watched
clips.
Yeah.
In a few months ago.
I mean, that's
To be fair, the clips I've watched were pretty funny. And
I mean, I feel like the clips do show Interviews with Monster Girls pretty well.
yeah.
It does show roughly what the show's like.
I've got on my plate.
Here Academia 2, right?
Yes.
Do you think that's better than this one?
I'm not a massive watcher. Like, I haven't watched the start of Negama.
Yeah.
So I don't know the story, so I don't feel super strongly towards Yuki Hodo. But yeah, I prefer Boku Hero and
Yeah.
Hero Academia. That was a really good show. I really enjoyed all of the characters, and like I was trying to watch a different show at the time, and he chucked it on the TV. And I didn't have a choice but to sit down on the sofa and watch it with him because it was interesting.
Yoda is interesting. It's more interesting if you've seen Negima.
Yeah.
Negima does make the show a bit more intriguing.
Yeah.
As to what's going on. So I crossed it out because I had that second in my head at that point.
Okay.
Interviews with Monster Girls is my winner,
Okay.
and you've got Boku no Hero.
Okay.
What do we think deserves the winner?
I really don't know because they're so different.
Because
I need to keep in mind that it's the second season.
to be honest,
So, yeah. It's the same thing, isn't it?
we got fucking dog in 2018.
Right. I need to keep in mind that it's the second season. So what happens in the second season? I think it's probably the least entertaining season of all of them. The first one he gets involved quite a lot. The second one, I'm fairly certain, is mostly them doing training, and they have this one sort of attack to their school, and that was about it, from what I remember. So it depends how strongly you feel.
I think it deserves it.
Yeah?
But I'm willing to concede on the next one.
Okay.
I think that I will concede on the next one.
Okay. Yeah.
So, the anime of 2017, Interviews with Monster Girls, is a winner. Which, interesting.
From what I've seen, because I've seen like probably a full total. Oh, Xbox Live just messaged. I've seen a full total of probably like 10 minutes of the show, just of clips of the funniest moments. And it's pretty funny, so I'm happy to give that up.
Right, now we move on to 2018.
2018.
It's not as bad as 2019, that's not even worse.
So, you go first.
I've got 3. Dagashi Kashi 2, Akunda Kanojo, and Pop Team Epic. That's what I've got from this year.
Okay. So, I've watched none of those.
And I've watched none of what you got either.
Are any of those bad?
I would say I would completely drop Dagashi Kashi 2.
Okay. Fair enough.
In that I was disappointed. The only one of those shows I even consider like above an 8 is Pop Team Epic.
I don't even know what my last one is. Bear with me.
Googling it.
It's
When you've watched too many isekais.
Oh, that's the show I was talking about earlier. Is that? No, that's not it. Monogatari.
Isekai.
Tension Moyo. War on Gemini. Why does it say Monogatari?
Because Monogatari means something, I think.
Okay.
It's not part of the Monogatari series.
That panicked me. If it was, I have to figure out that show. Shokan? Did you write that right? What show is that? Oh, it's that show. Okay. Right. I'm probably gonna say that's average then.
I've only got one that's above an 8.
Okay. Right, so you've already eliminated yours. That's fine. So I'm gonna say average wise.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan's gone.
Yeah. It's not.
Are
really.
you giving up on Attack on Titan?
Yeah. I didn't really find Attack on Titan. I got bored. The only reason I watched this far was because I was jumping on the bandwagon and because it was coming out and I was just watching one episode at a time. But each episode, I got to the end of it and went, alright, next thing. I just didn't find it that entertaining. Maybe because I watched it one episode at a time rather than watching everything, but yeah, I didn't really enjoy it. The other one I've got on my list, the one I just searched, Isekai Mao no 2 Shokan. That one.
How Not to Summon a Demon Lord.
Yeah. It was quite funny. There was quite a lot of sexual funny.
Sexual funny.
Yeah. You know, like the classic, oh no, I've fallen on your breast.
Oh no, I fell over and landed my face on your erect penis.
No,
oh wait, no, that's Mangaka Santo's sister's son.
But it was pretty average.
So I get those two confused all the time.
Okay. And there's the other one on my list. Both of these have long names. Death March Kara Haji.
I'm not helping you. I want you to say this.
Oh, I can't read your handwriting.
Hajimaru.
Isekai. Kyoso. I can't read the handwriting. Kyo-kya?
Kyoso Kyoru.
Okay, your handwriting's awful.
That's in caps. Imagine if I wrote it in my normal handwriting.
Yeah. It's because you had to squeeze it in, I think, because the end of the page, because it's such a long name.
For no reason either.
This one was literally another one of
It's Isekai.
Konosuba.
Isekai.
Yeah. But after
It literally says
Konosuba.
Isekai in both of these.
Oh, yeah.
Which basically just means another world.
Yeah. Is he from another world?
How not to
Oh,
summon a
yeah, of
demon lord.
course he is.
How not to summon a demon
Oh,
lord.
yeah.
They summoned him from another world.
Yeah. As I say, I'm terrible with remembering.
Right, so we've basically got two here.
Yeah.
One each. We've got Pop Team Epic
I've
versus
not watched.
Boku no Hero Academia 3. And I'm willing to submit straight away that Pop Team Epic is not winning Best Anime of 2018 here.
What's Pop Team Epic?
The blue-haired girl and the blonde-haired girl, who are really in chibi form, and they do really, really random shit.
Yeah, Boku no Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Winner!
That's
They
my
finally got a win. Boku no Hero
my third
Academia.
attempt.
Yeah.
Third time lucky. And then we finally have 2019. There's 2019 here.
There's so many.
So many anime
So-
series.
yeah.
There's so many anime here on this last year.
So, I already know what's going to win here, but I do have
Is
one.
because I have it.
Yeah. But I
I've only
do.
watched one series.
I do have one show. I just need to figure out what this other one is a second. I've watched a lot of shows that have names that I just don't know. What is that? What have you typed? Typed? Yes, he's typed it.
Torubon.
How would you spell that?
Torubon.
No.
No, Hanayome?
I'll sit there. Oh, it's this show.
It's Tobon. I thought it was a Coru.
Okay.
I think I spelled it wrong.
I
Correct
actually...
it.
Right, so there is a little bit of a variation in these shows then.
So, my one, which we both watched, right,
Yeah.
is Domestic Girlfriend.
I started watching it first.
Yes.
I quite enjoyed it, and I think I told you to
Quite.
watch it.
Quite is an understatement.
It's because of it. At this point, we're both working. We're busy. We don't really have time, and also there's not really anything like World Star out there.
World Star! World Star!
I've not been told by anyone, you should watch this, you should watch this. So
You
I
should
just
watch
went,
Interviews of Monster Girls.
I may do that. Although I know a lot of the comedy scenes now, so.
Oh, I didn't show you most of them. Loads of them.
Yeah, I just picked out a random one. I was like, this looks interesting. It's a drama.
Mm.
And I watched it, and I liked it a lot, and now I'm up to date with the manga. So, yeah.
Yep. You got your two as well.
The two on my list. So I've got the first
Tobon.
one. No, Hanayome.
Hanayome. I have no idea what this is.
Which I had to Google because of the name. What was it again? Oh yeah, it's quite funny. I wouldn't rate it quite as high, but I'd give that maybe an 8.
Right.
The premise is basically there's a poor guy, and he needs to teach people to make money, and then he gets given this challenge, which is these sisters. And I think the comedy behind it's really good. Just how he's a fucking idiot, and it's amazing. How he's an idiot, but it's not as funny as some other shows. So yeah.
Is this where your main competition comes from? Is your Domestic Girlfriend versus One Punch Man season 2? As that's it. That's all we've got now.
One Punch Man is my only one in there. Second season wasn't as good as the first season.
So I think we know what's going to win it, don't we?
Yeah.
The winner is Domestic Girlfriend for 2019.
Which is kind of strange because I don't think anyone.
Anyone,
would
no
agree
one
with
would pick
us.
that. No one would pick
But
that.
it's all I watched. So
Well, It literally is the only thing I've watched of 2019.
Yeah.
If you don't count Seiki K season 3. The Netflix one.
Why do you not count that?
It's technically an ONA, not a TV series. It does not count. If it did, I probably would win. I think I'd put it down as the winner. I would not have agreed on Domestic Girlfriend. So, here's our decade. 2010 is The World God Only Knows.
Yeah.
2011 is Steins Gate. 2012 is The Pet Girl of Sakuraso. 2013 is Golden Time. 2014 is Baby Steps.
That had some sass.
2015 is One Punch Man. 2016 is Seikike. 2017 is Interviews with Monster Girls. 2018 is My Hero Academia 3. And 2019 is Domestic Girlfriend.
I'm quite happy with this list.
Yeah, that's fine. Other than Baby Steps, is a good list. But what's your list? Let us know down below in the comments. And I will read them and I'll point out to Connor how no one put Baby Steps. This is where people...
You have to try Baby Steps.
Everyone will put now just Baby Steps for every year. That's what will happen.
Genuinely, if you are someone that doesn't do much, you sit at home, and you're thinking, I want to do some sports and stuff, watch Baby Steps and you'll probably end up playing tennis.
Yeah, I mean that tells you everything you need to know. Really. Well,
it's been a grueling list.
Yes, but we've finished it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Connor for being in the podcast. We finally recorded a podcast video. It will not be this long next time. It will be much shorter. Do not worry. It's simply a special episode.
Yeah, it's
taken us long.
It's something that we've been having building up for a while.
Yes.
Wow, a decade.
Yeah, a decade.
What do you know?
It's a decade where we both started watching anime.
Yeah.
So it's a bit weird to say that.
It's our virtual life.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have the internet at the start of last decade.
I don't think I did either.
Or a PC. So I think the most advanced item I had was the Nintendo Wii.
Like, I didn't watch any of these when they came out.
But that's all, folks. As Bugs would say. Thanks for watching.
That's not anime.
Like the video, like we said earlier. Do it.
Subscribe. Hit the bell icon.
Comment how the cover photo on the main channel looks really strange.
It doesn't. I actually quite like it. I've just had a bit of play around. It's my hand.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Au revoir.
Goodbye, everyone.